Hey, Nick, I'm sorry to bother you when you're working, but is there any chance you can come home right now?
What? Why? Is everything okay?
She's standing right in front of the house again.
Who's she?
The same lady who was looking into our house just last week. She's with her kid again, and she's been looking into the house for a long time.
What? Seriously? I thought I dealt with that woman already. Alicia, you didn't go out and talk to her by yourself, did you?
No, of course not. I'm not that reckless. And I have Lindsay with me too. I can't risk anything happening to us.
Good. You don't have to do anything. When I went to talk to her last week, she wasn't really making any sense. I don't even think she's sane, so I don't want you and Lindsay to go anywhere near her.
How am I supposed to go near her when she's right outside of our house? She's still there looking in. What should I do?
Don't do anything. I wrote down her contact info when I talked to her last week. I'll see if I can get a hold of her.
Is that safe? Why did you ask for her contact info anyways?
Well, I thought we might need it in case we decide to talk to the police. Anyways, I will deal with this. Make sure you guys stay safe inside the house.
Well, yeah, but if you have her contact info, shouldn't we talk to the police already? Since this is the second time?
I thought about that too. But we have to think about that kid she's with.
What do you mean?
When I talked to her last week, she told me that her daughter's the same age as Lindsay.
So? Why should that matter?
Think about it. That means her kid is only 2. I know that woman is creepy, but I can't bring myself to report a mother of a 2-year-old girl. It just doesn't feel right.
I know what you're saying, but we can't let her keep harassing us either.
Yeah, I know that. Let's give her one last chance. I'm going to talk to her again, but if she still comes back after this, we'll report her.
Okay. If that's what you want, I'll respect that. It does make me feel bad when I think about the fact that she has a daughter who's the same age as Lindsay.
Okay. I will see if I can get a hold of her right now. Either way, I will try to see if I can leave work early today.
Okay, thanks. But what should I do?
What do you mean?
Well, what if she comes back again? It's not like you can stay home every day to protect us. What if she tries to barge into our house while you're away?
I doubt she would try anything like that after I seriously warn her. But if you're so concerned, maybe you could go somewhere while I'm at work. Like, ask someone you can trust to take you guys in during the day. Would that make you feel safer?
Yeah, I guess. Who should I ask? Maybe your sister?
Catherine? But she's pretty busy with her own kid right now. This might be asking too much from her. You don't have any friends who don't have kids?
Well, there are a few. I'm sure someone would be able to take us in if I explain the situation.
Great. Why don't you do that then? I'll drive you guys there and back. We can try this and see how it goes. It's a bit inconvenient for you and your friend, but it's still better than anything happening to you and Lindsay.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Alicia. How are things at home? Has that lady come back at all?
No, I haven't seen her lately. But I wouldn't know if she comes back while we're at my friend's house, so that could be the reason.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, let's keep doing this for now, just to be safe. You think your friend is okay with that?
Yeah, she understands the situation. But I can't stay at her place forever. It's already been a week. I don't want to overstay my welcome.
Right. Well, I warned her that we'll call the police next time, so hopefully she got the message.
Yeah, I hope so. I know I asked you this already, but are you sure you don't know her from somewhere?
Of course not! I've never seen her before this. What about you?
Well, I've never seen her either. I wonder why she would bother us like this if neither of us know her. Did she say anything to you when you talked to her?
No, she doesn't say anything. But it was clear that she has a bit of an issue. I feel like she just does things for no reason.
But why our house? Why would you do that without any reason?
How would I know how a crazy person's mind works? But who knows? Maybe she's bothering other people too.
I'm sure I would hear about that from others if that was the case. But I've not heard anything from any of the neighbors so far.
I guess that's true. Well, I don't care as long as she stays away from us. It's just a waste of our time to try to figure out the reason behind her behavior.
Well, yeah, but do you really think this is over?
It better be over. I want to avoid reporting to the police. I don't want to feel like I'm the bad guy. It's not worth it for a crazy person.
I guess.
Oh, but you have to tell me if you happen to see her around again. I will deal with the situation then when we do call the police. She's not sane, so I don't even want you to try talking to her yourself.
Okay, I'll let you know if anything ever happens again. Hey, Alicia, do you have a minute? Oh, hi, Catherine. What's up? Is everything okay? I don't know how to put this, but I don't appreciate you constantly asking me to watch after your daughter. You've been hounding me nonstop every day for a week straight. I know we're family and all, but I think you still have to respect boundaries. Huh? What do you mean? Are you saying that I've been asking you to take care of our daughter at your place? I think you misunderstand something because I've never done that. What do you mean? Nick has been coming by and dropping Lindsay off at our place every morning. Don't act like you don't know anything. What? He has? Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. Why would I lie about something like this? And you are the one who's been lying, if anyone. You guys told me that you've been sick, but I know that you've been going out. I was doing this as a favor because Nick insisted, but don't you feel bad for your kid? I'm not lying about anything. I have no idea what you're talking about anyways. Lindsay is here with me. What? She's with you? Who is this kid then? Honestly, I have no idea. Nick hasn't told me anything. Seriously, whose kid is it? Stop messing with me. You're just joking, right? No, I really don't know what this is about. Did Nick say to you that she's our Lindsay? Of course. Like I said earlier, he's the one who's been bringing her here. And it's obvious when you look at her face. Her face? Last time you saw Lindsay was right after her birth, wasn't it? You recognize her even though it's been 2 years since then? Of course I recognize her. I can still see some trace of her from back then. And she looks just like her father. She looks like Nick? Yes, she reminds me of Nick a lot. Especially her eyes. They're the exact same colored eyes. I can definitely tell that she's Nick's daughter without a single doubt. She resembles him that much? Are you so sure of it? Yes, of all people I should know, I'm his sister. Either way, you only have one daughter, right? You're not going to tell me some crazy story like Lindsay actually has a twin sister or something? No, of course not. It's just her. And she looks more like me, not Nick. What? She does? Especially her eyes. Her eyes are blue, like mine. But if that girl's eyes remind you of Nick's, she must have green eyes. Yes, she does. So, you aren't joking then? No, she is definitely not my child. I can send you a picture of Lindsay if you don't believe me. Well, if that's the case, whose child is she? I have no clue. Could you send me some pictures of her? Sure, I can do that, but what are you going to do? I'll ask Nick what this is all about. I'm sure it's not going to be a pleasant conversation. Could you just not say anything to Nick just yet? He's coming to pick her up later, right? Yes, that's how it's been. Well, okay then. I'm sorry to have caused you so much trouble, but please bear with me on this. Hey Nick, are you done at work?
Yeah, moments ago. I'm just on my way home now.
Oh, good timing then. I have something I want to ask you about.
That came from out of nowhere. What is this about?
That kid you've been asking Catherine to take care of? Whose daughter is she?
Wait. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the kid you've been telling your sister is Lindsay. Catherine messaged me today about how she doesn't appreciate having to take care of our daughter for a week straight. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, yeah, you're talking about that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You can explain then, right?
Wait, don't get the wrong idea. It's nothing like that when you hear the whole story.
Just cut to the chase already.
She's my boss's daughter. He had some stuff going on and asked me to take her in for a bit.
Why didn't you just bring her here if that was the case?
Well, we had that peeping woman thing going on. I didn't think anything would happen, but I couldn't risk anything happening to my boss's kid.
Okay, I get that. But then, why did you need to lie about it to your sister then? And why did you not tell me? It's not something you need to hide, is it?
Well, no, but I thought... To me, she's my boss's child. But to my sister, she's still just a stranger. And I didn't think she would have agreed to take her on if I told her the truth. But I couldn't think of anyone else to turn to.
And that's why you lied. Even though you expected her to take care of this kid for a week? You didn't think that was too selfish?
Well, it was supposed to only be for a few days initially. But the timing didn't work out with the boss, and it just kept getting extended.
You could have come out and be honest about it then.
I guess I could have. But it was hard for me to admit that I was lying initially at that point. That's why I couldn't tell her the truth. I'm sorry.
What are you being sorry to me for? If anyone, you should apologize to your sister.
You are right. I will probably explain to her what happened and apologize.
And what are you planning on doing with that little girl now? If her parents still need her to stay somewhere else, we can take her in.
No, I think I need to put my foot down. I'll talk to my boss honestly, and tell him that I can't do this for him anymore.
Are you gonna be okay?
It doesn't matter. I shouldn't have agreed to do this lightly to begin with. I can't let you or Catherine deal with the consequences anymore.
Okay, if you say so. I just want to ask one last time, just to be sure. She really is the daughter of your boss, right? There are no more lies anymore?
Of course not. I know it's hard to believe anything I say right now, but it's the truth, I swear.
Okay. If that's the truth, I believe you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, I finished all I had to do at work today. Now I can finally focus on the weekend.
You deserve it, considering how a lot has happened this week. You must be extra exhausted this week.
Well, I know all the incidents that happened with Catherine. I brought that on myself. But I guess I also had to deal with that strange lady and all. She hasn't come back since, has she?
Nope, not that I know of.
Okay, good. I think we both deserve a relaxing weekend. I think I'll pour myself a nice cold beer when I come home. You'd have some too, right?
I think you should hold off on your beer. It's not polite when you have guests over.
Guests? What do you mean? Who are they?
Catherine and that strange lady.
Strange lady? Who?
That lady who kept peeping inside our house?
What? Why?
I think you, of all people, know the reason. Or do you need me to explain?
No, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're saying. Either way, you shouldn't let an insane person come into our house. What if something happens?
You shouldn't call her insane.
What do you mean? Did you forget that she was stalking us with her child next to her? If she's not insane, I don't know who is. You were scared of her too, remember?
You shouldn't talk about her like that. After all, isn't she your precious mistress and the mother of your other child? You should treat her with more respect.
Alicia, what are you talking about? Are you accusing me of having an affair? It's not the time for a bad joke. Especially one involving a kid.
I heard you guys broke up 2 years ago. Because Lindsay was born. But it turns out that she was also pregnant at the same time as me. Of course she would have a hard time forgiving you.
She said that? How could you believe in anything that a crazy person says? Of course she's lying!
She showed me the result of her daughter's paternity test. And she showed me her daughter's picture, too. I know your sister told me that she looked a lot like you, but now I know why.
Well, I think she faked it. The whole thing.
I don't think so. Even if that was the case, we would be able to tell if it was fake. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Alicia, I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
So you admit what you did then?
Well, yeah, but I really ended everything with her 2 years ago. I didn't even know that she was pregnant. I know that having an affair was very stupid of me. But I really changed my heart when Lindsay was born.
Then why did she have to come out and do this now? Pulling your sister into this mess? Why did you agree to take care of her daughter anyways?
I didn't have any choice. She threatened that she would tell you everything if I didn't cooperate. Then she started asking for financial support. And she asked me to take care of her daughter as well. Either way, she's insane!
And you thought that it's a good idea to ask Catherine to take care of that child. The child you had with your ex-mistress? I think you lack a sense of morals.
But it's all her fault! I didn't want to do that either, but she left me with no choice. I tried to turn her down one time, and that's when she started bothering us by standing outside our window. What was I supposed to do?
So what? Are you trying to tell me that you're the victim here?
I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm saying I am a victim. She threatened to tell you everything if I didn't listen to her. I couldn't help it.
Isn't this all happening because you cheated to begin with? Don't you feel bad about that at all?
I wouldn't have cheated with her if I'd known how troublesome she is.
I think what really needs to be said right now is, I wouldn't have married you if I had known how much of an asshole you are. I can't believe I have to go through the trouble of a divorce.
What? What are you saying? You can't divorce me! You don't mean that! Do you know just how much you guys mean to me right now?
Well, you should have realized that before you cheated on me. Then, this whole thing wouldn't have happened. But either way, I'm sure with you being an insane, crazy person and all, I would have divorced you sooner or later. After that, Nick came home and he, Catherine, and even his ex-mistress and I all talked. As a result, Nick and I decided to get a divorce. Even though his affair was already over 2 years ago, apparently my lawyer thought that I could get a larger divorce settlement, so I decided to ask for more alimony as well. Because it wasn't simply just an affair, and he also had a child with his mistress, I was able to receive a pretty big settlement amount. I did hesitate a bit to ask for so much alimony, considering he has to support his other child and mistress as well. But he did have an affair and lied to me about it, so I guess I shouldn't feel too bad. I became a single mother because of this. But it's so worth it to have the guy who cheated on me and got his mistress pregnant gone from my daughter's life.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey Rose, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to stay at the office later than I thought.
That's fine. I don't care. I already ate dinner anyway. I'm going to go to sleep, so don't be too loud when you come back in. Oh, and buy some ice cream from the store on your way home too.
Okay, I will. But you have a minute to talk right now? There's something I need to talk to you about.
What's up? Is it important?
Well, it's about work. To be honest, I guess the performance of the company hasn't been the best lately, and they have not been making as many sales as before.
I remember you mentioning something like that before, and?
Well, it turns out they're trying to cut my salary a little from next month.
Are you kidding me? Can they even do that? What about your summer bonus? Surely that at least they can't touch, right?
They haven't mentioned that, and I can't really say for sure. But it's probably better to just assume it won't be coming this year.
I don't believe this. And this year, I was really set on finally going on a trip to Europe. I thought one of the main benefits of this job was that you get a particularly good summer bonus. If they get rid of it, what's even the point? Can't you do something about this?
It's not really up to me to decide whether I get a bonus or not. I mean, of course I'd also love to get it. A lot of our clients have been going to insolvency one after the other.
That's got nothing to do with the average employee, though.
I know that's the case, but our company also isn't the biggest one out there. So they can't afford to keep giving out bonuses if business goes bad. It's possible that even we will have to file for bankruptcy.
You guys too? And so you're just not going to have a job?
Well, even if we do go bankrupt, there's no need to worry too much. I've already started to line up a new place that will accept me in case it happens, so I won't be out of a job. The pay will be less though, unfortunately. Don't worry though, it won't affect you, Rose.
How is it not going to affect me if your salary keeps going down? How am I supposed to pay for my manicures? For the hairdresser? Can I just keep spending the same amount on makeup and clothing too then?
Well, about that, I would like you to go back on some of those things. I mean, I've been thinking for a little while that you may already be spending a little too much there. Afterwards, let's sit down together and go over the budget and where we can cut down on some things.
Fine, but there's no way that'll start working.
It's okay, I know that. I'm not asking you to find a job. Just work with me a little to cut down on some expenses.
I can't believe this. This really sucks.
Come on, don't be like that. The company hasn't gone bankrupt just yet, and I'm doing my best for the both of us here.
That stuff has nothing to do with me.
Look, I'll try as much as I can to make sure it doesn't affect you. But sometimes you make these really big purchases. You know, like a bag that costs a couple $1,000s or the like. It's those sorts of things that will be easiest and best to cut down on.
This really is the worst. I had already found the next bag I wanted to buy too.
I'm sorry.
Summer is already fast approaching. Are you trying to tell me that I'm going to have to wear the same outfits I did last year?
Listen, I'm not telling you that you can't buy any clothes or anything like that. I'd just like you to cut down on some of the really expensive purchases, that's all. Another thing is all of the Uber Eats you've been ordering. I mean, it costs far more to order there. Plus, there's the delivery fee too. So rather than that, I think we could try cooking ourselves more and see how it goes from there. It's also been a while since I've had your cooking. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
I never cooked for you before.
What? Right after we got married, you used to cook for a while. I know that was a while ago, but you did.
That wasn't me. That was like a home catering service. Somebody else cooked it.
Oh, was that it?
I don't know how to cook at all. And you know I can't clean either. You should know that being with me costs a lot of money. So, if you want to stay together, you better make sure you're still making enough money for me to live the lifestyle I want.
That's what I'm trying to do here.
Doesn't matter if you try. What I want to see is results. What's the use if you really try hard, but your salary just keeps getting cut and I can't buy what I want? You're the one who wanted to get married, so you better hold up your end of the bargain.
Right, but when we got married, we both promised to support each other, remember?
So what if we did?
Well, it seems to me that that time has come. You know, to support each other.
Doesn't seem that way to me. I see you trying to rely on me and ask me to sacrifice things. You're the only one who is asking me to cut down on Uber Eats and shopping.
If you put it like that, yeah, sure. But it's not like I'm trying to tell you to go to work or anything. I'm just asking for a bit of understanding and cooperation with daily expenses.
Man, it's tiring me out talking to you. I'm going to sleep.
Wait, what?
I just had a nice relaxing bath too, but this has completely ruined my mood. When you come back tonight, you can sleep on the couch. I don't want to see your face next to me when I wake up.
Okay, I'll sleep on the couch tonight.
Not only that, I've noticed recently that you're getting older. You smell worse and worse. Look after your hygiene a bit more. I don't want to be around someone that smells bad. You smell more and more like an old man each year. I'm going to just pretend that you didn't say anything about work or your salary or cutting down on anything. You better think long and hard and figure out how to fix it though.
A few months later. Hey Rose, I'm coming home early tonight.
What? Why? I got plans tonight, so even if you come home early, I probably won't be around.
Could you postpone your plans a little tonight? I've got something really important to talk to you about.
No way. It's my friend's birthday today. If you need to tell me something, just send it by text. I'll take a look at it later.
Fine, I'll just tell you now then. My company is going to file for bankruptcy.
What? Are you being serious right now?
Yeah, I'm being serious. We all tried our best to keep everything afloat, but nothing could be done in the end. That being said, I still have a few things I need to take care of this month, so I'll still be heading to work as usual to the end of the month.
I told you that I don't care about whether you all try hard or not. Bankruptcy is bankruptcy. If there's no company, you have no job. What's going to happen to me? We won't have to move out of this house, will we?
We've got enough savings to get us through, I think, but it's hard to tell exactly what will happen right now. It might be better to move to a place with slightly lower rent. Luckily enough, our contract is expiring soon too, so it might not be a bad idea to move then.
I don't believe this.
I'm sorry. But like I said before, don't worry. I'll still make sure you can have the life you've gotten used to. I'll probably be really busy for a while, but I promise I'll end up making even more money than I have been up until now.
And when will that be?
Even if you ask me something like that, I can't really tell you. All I can say is it'll be as soon as possible.
And I'm supposed to just continue living and trusting such vague comments from you? Because I can't do that. I need some stability.
I knew it! We're just going to end up in the same position as that friend of yours who stupidly started working for that startup company. Don't say things like that. I'm going to keep this under control. I told you I'd make sure this doesn't affect you badly.
It already is! You're telling me that you don't have a job anymore, and we don't know how we're going to live or pay for things.
I'll be able to find another job quickly. I already talked to a friend about this possibility a while ago.
You told me last time that the job would have a much lower pay.
Well, it definitely won't be as high as it is now, but it will definitely be enough for the two of us to live on. I don't understand why you're getting so upset about this.
I wasn't able to go to Europe this summer. I also wasn't able to buy the Gucci bag I wanted.
It's not like you weren't able to buy anything at all.
Listen closely, because I'm going to tell you clearly right now. If you don't have money, I have no interest in you.
Wait, what are you saying?
The only reason I married you was because you were earning more money than everyone else at the time. If that weren't the case, there's no way I'd marry you. Do you really think I'd go for someone as ugly as you if you weren't rich?
Is that how you've been thinking this whole time? It might be true that I'm not the best looking guy around, but...
Obviously not.
But were you also lying when you said that you liked my personality? You mean when I said that you're kind?
That wasn't a lie, actually. You're pretty gentle and will do whatever I ask. I like that. But having money is still the most important condition. Like I said before, I'm not interested in you if you have no money to support my lifestyle.
Rose, please tell me you're lying.
Wake up, Sam. Open your eyes and look at reality. Do you really think there's something about you that's attractive for a woman apart from your money? We've been together because you're quiet and don't hold back on giving me money to spend. That's all there is to it.
And here I've been doing my very best to try and make your life even better.
And how did that go? Ended up with your company going bankrupt.
But I really loved you.
Yeah, thanks. That's because I spent a lot of money on beauticians and other stuff to look like this.
I'm not talking just about your appearance. You're really confident and straightforward. I really like that about you. You have a lot of qualities that I myself lack. And you were extremely kind up until we got married.
What, you only just noticed that I changed after we got married?
Well, I had been thinking that you got a little colder than before. But since I'd seen how kind you could be, I kept hoping that the real you would come back to the fore sooner or later.
I was just kind to you so that you would marry me. After that, I was nice. I don't know, probably just when I wanted something.
I see. So you really had no feelings for me at all?
There's no way I would get married just for feelings or love. I'm not that kind of person to put emotions first and then suffer through some miserable existence with no money. Whether your life turns out happy or tragic, it all depends on who you marry. And I guess in this case, I misjudge you.
I'm sorry about that.
So, when it comes to a broke man, it's time for divorce. There's no reason to stay with you anymore. There's no guarantee that you'll make the same amount of money again, or that you ever will at all. Women's looks have an expiration date, you know. I gotta hook the next man before it's too late.
Fine, I won't say anything more.
Oh, thank God. It would have been a real pain if you tried to cling on to this. Remember though, I still want my half of the assets in the divorce. Also, I'll get the divorce papers ready tomorrow, so make sure you sign them.
Okay.
You know, I almost feel bad for treating you like this right after you lost your job. But don't hold it against me, okay? It's your fault for trying to punch above your weight and get a girl like me. You should have married someone so out of your league.
A few years later.
Hey, it's been a while. How have you been, Sean?
Who's this? Rose?
Yep, glad you still remember me.
Right.
Sorry for messaging you out of the blue, but there's something that caught my interest about you.
What do you want?
There's nothing in particular.
Then stop messaging me. I thought you'd already blocked me, so I didn't bother doing it from my end. I'll block you on everything in a second.
Wait a minute. I got something I want to talk to you about. I actually saw something about you in an article. It said that you're a CEO now.
That's right.
Congratulations! You've done so well.
Thanks.
I knew I was right when I chose to marry you. I really do have a good sense. Well done, well done. You wanted me to come back to you, so you must have worked really hard.
What, do you think I did anything for you? I did it for my wife and child.
Wait, what? You're married and have a child? How can that be?
I don't know how I could make that any simpler. I remarried and we had a child. So now I've been doing my best for my family.
You got remarried?
Yep.
But it hasn't even been 5 years since we got divorced. And you're not only just married, but you have a kid too?
5 years is a long time.
When did you get married?
About 3 years ago.
That means that, at the longest, you and your wife only dated for 2 years. But there's no way that you started seeing someone straight after the divorce, right?
Well, we started dating about 6 months after the divorce.
What? You really found another woman so quickly? I don't believe it. I bet you're getting the wool pulled over your eyes again.
I don't want to hear anything like that from you. After the divorce was over, I heard from one of our mutual friends that you'd already been seeing someone before we ended things.
And where's your proof of that?
I don't have any, and I'm not even trying to accuse or blame you for it. But I do know that you were seeing a whole load of different guys as soon as we divorced. So I don't want to hear anything from you about 6 months being too soon or whatever.
Don't you realize that you're just going down the same path here? Let me tell you something. You should divorce your wife.
My wife and I trust each other very much. There's nothing for you to worry about.
I wonder about that. She's definitely just a woman who sniffed out some money and sunk her teeth into you.
You couldn't be further from the truth. We used to work together. And she's the one who helped me build my business from the ground up. She's really someone who is irreplaceable to me. Honestly, even if it were the case that she was tricking me just for my money at this point, I'd even be okay with that.
You haven't changed at all. You're still just as laid back as ever. But I'm one of these women, so I know and can tell you, any women around you are just there for money.
Don't project yourself onto other people. Not everyone is like you. My wife definitely isn't like that.
Coming from you, who were completely taken in by all my lies? How could you be so sure?
It's exactly because I was tricked by you like that I can tell. I've become more cautious since. Because unlike you, my wife hasn't changed since we got married. She's still the same person. You're wrong about her.
Sam, listen to me. I'm the one person who understands you best. I know that deep down, you really want to be with and live together with someone as beautiful as me again. You chose me, and I know that you're a sucker for beautiful women.
I told you that I didn't choose you just for your looks.
You don't need to lie to me. I mean, obviously, a beautiful woman is better than an ugly one.
Is that what you messaged me to talk about? Sorry, but I'm pretty busy.
Look, I'm willing to give you another chance and meet again.
What?
I bet your wife showed up sometime when you had no money to your name. So she must not be that good looking at all. Plus, if she worked with you at your previous company, she must be as plain looking as they come. So, what do you say? Now that you have the money again, why not go back to your happily married life? It's not a bad deal.
No, it's not a bad deal. It's the worst deal possible.
Are you seriously saying that?
Living with you was a horrible time of my life. My life now is complete heaven compared to that time. I can come home every day to my loving wife and child and eat her home-cooked meals. Not only that, but she can help me out with work. People like her are hard to come by. I feel like I don't even deserve someone like her. She's too good for me.
I bet she's just delivering all the food just like I did, right? And how do you even know that it's your kid? You have no idea.
Just give up already. The two of us are complete strangers now. Stop saying those kinds of things about my wife. If you say anything more, I'm of the mind to sue you for libel. Should I call my lawyer now?
Oh wait, don't. There's no reason for that. That was just a joke right now.
There are some things that you just don't joke about.
But Sam, you said that I was really kind before, and you like that, right? There was never anything for you to get angry at me for.
That was when you were my wife, and I of course loved you then. Now I feel nothing towards you at all.
But I was your wife before.
And now you're a total stranger.
To be honest, I've always regretted splitting with you. I only realized it after, but someone kind and gentle like you is a perfect match for me. I really had to gather up all my courage to finally contact you again today.
Okay, and so what? None of that has anything to do with me.
Don't be so cold.
I roughly know your situation, although I'm exactly not sure what it is right now. You weren't able to get married again after our divorce, right? No matter how many rich guys you'd approach and try to fool like you did me, they never fell for it. And now you're still on your own, right?
That's just because I couldn't forget about you, Sam.
If that were true, you would have messaged me earlier, not waited 5 years. You only messaged me because you found out that I became a CEO from that article you read. I bet you thought that you would finally get some more money again. Did you really think I'll be tricked by you again?
That's not it. I really did love you before. It just took me a long time to realize it. Don't accuse me of such things, Sam.
As if I'd ever be able to believe anything you say again. It's not me that you like, it's just my money. But you know, I felt grateful to you after the divorce. Thanks to you leaving like you did, I was able to meet my amazing wife. I'm really glad you realized that we weren't in the same league and left. After that, I immediately blocked Rose on all platforms. Every now and then I hear something about her from some of her friends. It's not clear whether she's aiming too high, or maybe all the men she approaches see right through her, but it seems that she just can't manage to hold anyone down. Of course, being married or in a relationship isn't the only important thing in life. There are plenty of people who are completely happy being single. But in Rose's case, she has always wanted to just get married and live an easy life off of the back of her husband's labor, so it's not the best situation for her. Apparently, she's really rushing around like crazy to find someone to marry her. And although she's in her mid-30s, she still only aims for rich guys in their 20s. For someone like Rose, who has never worked a day in her life and just spent it relaxing, it must be hard to even get into situations to meet men like that. I don't know how long it will take her to view herself objectively and see reality how it is, but the way things are going, she's not going to get her hands on what she really wants.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
You really are a huge idiot, do you know that?
Wait, what? What is this all about? Why would you even say something like that to me?
Well, he left a note on the fridge telling me that you were going out for groceries, right? You made some typos on this note.
Oh, really? Did I?
Yeah, where'd you even learn to write? A preschooler's handwriting would be more legible than this.
Oh, geez. Well, sorry. I was in kind of a rush when I wrote the note, and then I just ran out. I guess I'll try to be more careful next time.
You really are a stupid woman. I mean, I don't think I've ever met someone as dumb as you. But don't worry, I like my women pretty dumb. That's why women stop working after they get married, after all. They know their little brains aren't built to handle working for the rest of their lives.
I really don't think that's even remotely true. Even if I'm not the smartest person in the world, I don't think it's fair for you to label all women like that. I mean, I think our daughter is a brilliant girl.
Oh, really? And just what makes you say that?
I mean, she really is just such a clever little girl. I even wonder if she's really mine because she's so smart. You do know that she got within the top percentile for her SATs, don't you? And we're not just talking about her school, we're talking about across the whole country.
But there were still people who scored better than her, weren't there?
Yes, there were, but I still think that there's nothing to bat an eye at, don't you?
But those tests are just multiple choice tests anyways. Yeah, you can probably get a high score just by being lucky and filling in the right bubbles. And that's a real test of how smart you are. She was only third in all the US, right? That's basically like getting bronze in the Olympics. Am I really supposed to clap for bronze?
I think getting any medal in the Olympics would be amazing. I was talking to one of her teachers the other day, and she told me that she's going to be able to go to any college she wants. It's not just test scores, though. She has first chair in her school board and is even captain of the cross-country team.
And just why is a girl supposed to even after all that, huh? Who would ever want to hire a girl for her brains?
Well, I'm sure that there are plenty of places that would want to hire her, especially if she graduates college with good grades, too. She could probably even work while being married, since I imagine she'll get a really good job.
She better not. After a woman gets married, her only job should be to clean the house and have children, and that's it. Smarts are totally wasted on women.
You really don't want that life for our daughter, do you, Terry?
There's a chance no one even want to marry her. Is this the kind of person she is?
But that's okay too, right? I mean, a woman can work for a while and she doesn't even have to get married if she doesn't want to.
You out of your mind?
Of course not. How would you even ask that?
There's no place for women in the working world. You shouldn't be able to get ahead. I mean, who is going to listen to a manager if they're a woman?
What do you mean by that?
I mean that first of all, a woman wouldn't even be able to handle all the work that comes off with managing an office. Women are way too emotional, and that means that they're never able to think logically. So basically, they'll just end up being a boss that drags the whole team down.
Terry, there are plenty of women in the world who are great workers and managers.
What do you know about any of that, huh? Just a housewife. I'm talking from real lived experience. I have a branch manager in my office, and she's totally useless. She's walking proof that women shouldn't be allowed to work.
And that's really how you feel about all of this?
I know that you love our daughter, but honestly, I always and still do wish that she had been born a boy. I was so crushed when I found out they were going to be having a daughter.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm very sorry that I couldn't give you a son, Terry. But at least our little Lena is cute, right?
And to think that after you had Lena, you had to go and get so sick that you couldn't even have kids anymore. Couldn't you have just put off going to the doctors about that after you had another one? You're just completely useless now.
I'm really sorry. It isn't like I wanted that to happen, but the doctor said that if they didn't remove my ovaries, then I would have gotten really sick. I don't even know what would have happened if I got pregnant like that, or if the baby would have even survived.
Women really have one job in the world, and it's to give their husband a son. But now you can't even do that. You really are just an all-around failure, do you know that?
But you do love our daughter, don't you?
I'll love her more if she was a boy.
I just wanted you to know that Lena had to turn in her plans for the future to her homeroom teacher.
Oh, is there already time for her to write that?
Yes, and she told me that she told her teacher that she wanted to go to Hartford, but she still couldn't quite think of what she wanted to do when she grew up. Do you think you could go and talk to her about good ways to figure out what you want to do for a living?
I think she shouldn't even bother applying for any college at all.
You don't think that she should go to college?
She doesn't need more schooling. She should just go and start working already.
But why would you say that?
Why? Because we don't have the money to send her to the kinds of places she wants to go. Just who is going to pay for all that, huh?
But Terry, I think that for her to really succeed, she would have to go to college. Besides, it's not like we're strapped for money or anything like that. And if she got some scholarships, I'm sure we could afford to send her.
And just what would a girl even do if she was in college?
Well, she would graduate with a degree that would help her find a job in the field of her choice.
But why would she do that when she's just gonna get married, quit a job, and have babies? Sending her to college would just be a huge waste of money.
But Lena is a really, really smart girl, and I think she could achieve a lot if we just helped her.
And I'm telling you that I'm not gonna be sending our daughter to college. If she gets any smarter, then no man is ever gonna want to be with her. And if that happens, then she's never gonna get married.
I don't believe that. I think our daughter could go out in the world, have a career and a family if she wanted to. Besides, she would easily get into some great schools that would land her a great job. Are you really trying to take that future away from her?
Is Lena even really as smart as you keep going on about? Because I've never met a woman who was actually that smart. And in the real world, Lena is gonna find out just how underprepared she is to deal with smart men.
No, our daughter is one of the smartest in the nation, and she won't lose out to a bunch of boys.
You really have no idea what you're talking about at all. You're just getting our daughter's hopes out irresponsibly.
Well, parents are supposed to help their children see what they can be in the future. I don't think you've ever once told her good job for anything that she's achieved. We need to encourage our daughter so that she can believe in herself and achieve her dreams.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to our daughter just to make her feel better. Unlike you, I want our daughter to have a realistic outlook on life. And that's why I have no intention of helping her get into college at all.
You really mean that? You won't even think about sending her?
That's right, as her parents, we're the ones that are gonna have to pay. And since I'm the only one who works around here, all that really means is that I'll have to pay.
But what about Leanna's dreams for the future? You know, she talks about learning the ropes by working in a big company for a while and then going off to start her own business.
She wants to start up her own business.
That's right. She wants to be her own boss. Isn't that amazing? We have to support her as her parents.
Wait, but she's a girl! And she wants to start her own company.
And just why can't a girl achieve something like that? What is it about women that you think means they can't do as much as a man can?
You really are a moron if you even have to ask something like that. You really need to snap out of this and make Lena snap out of this too. You're giving her way too much hope. She needs to know that she is never going to achieve what she wants.
What did you say to our daughter this morning, Terry? She's been in her room crying all day. Did you know that?
You mean she still hasn't come out of her room? You better tell her hurry up and get out of there. She needs to get to school. I didn't pay my taxes for her not to.
She's still in her room because you told her something. What did you say to her? Whatever it was, you really hurt her feelings and need to apologize to her when you get home.
Apologize for what? Telling about how the real world works? It doesn't matter how hard a woman tries, they just will never amount to anything.
I don't think that that's all you said to her. You told her that all her hard work was going to mean nothing in a few years, and that you didn't want to spend any money on her.
So all I told her was the truth then. She really thought that because she's a little clever, she's gonna have everything handed to her on a silver platter. All I did was wake her up to the truth.
But why are you so opposed to even sending her to college anyways? She really is an amazingly clever girl, and I think you're just refusing to see that.
There you go again, hyping her up for nothing. She's your child, and a girl at that. There's just no way she's that smart.
Oh, just stop it already, Terry. Stop pretending like the rest of your life is decided for you depending on what you're born as. Just why do you seem to hate women so much? I don't care at all if you have a problem with me, but you need to stop talking to our daughter in the way you have been.
There you go, see? You can't even come up with a good argument for why I should. You just get emotional.
A good reason? How about supporting your child's dream? Quit standing in her way, Terry.
The only one who is standing in her way is you. You're leading her down the wrong path. All Lena needs to be thinking about is getting married and having kids. That's all she needs to be happy.
We're talking about a high school girl here. How can that be all you want her life to be? Do you really think all women just become happy once they get married?
I think the really stupid ones don't. And that's why you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Just be kinder to Lena, okay? That's all that I'm asking of you. And quit telling her that she can't do things just because she's a girl.
I knew from the moment that we found out we're having a girl that I should arrange to give her away to an orphanage. I only ever wanted a son, but he had to give us a useless girl.
If that's how you feel.
Hey, I just got a message from Lena saying that she was moving out. Do you have any idea what she's going on about?
Did you really expect anything less to happen after all the horrible things you said to her?
Well, go and find out. Go find our daughter.
Actually, Lena is moving out with me, so there's nothing to worry about. Also, I want to get a divorce. Lena and I can't stand being with you any longer.
Wait, what? You want to get a divorce?
That's right. I just can't be with you any longer, Terry. Please, just let us go in peace.
Tell me where you are right now. I want you back home this instant! If you head home right now, I promise to overlook this little incident.
I will not go back home, Terry. I've had enough from you. Ever since we got married, all you've done is look down and condescend me. Do you really think you're so great just because you're a guy?
I'm the breadwinner! You have to listen to me!
And if I don't?
But you can't just, that doesn't make any sense!
What are you going to do, Terry? You don't even know where we are right now.
Well, then I'll go out and find you and drag you back home! Both of you!
There you go, thinking that every little problem can be solved with force. You're a moron, Terry.
I'm not stupid, you're stupid!
Perhaps, but unlike you, I've been preparing for this for a while.
Preparing? What do you mean? What have you been preparing?
I mean that I have been collecting evidence showing you pushing me closer and closer to my emotional limits. I'm going to present this to my divorce lawyer and make you pay me alimony. I've already gone out and hired a lawyer.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
I've taken your verbal abuse for years now, and I'm finally standing up for myself. I even went to a psychiatrist who affirmed my mental state was most likely due to the way you've been treating me.
You even went to talk to a shrink?
That's right, and they said that the depression that I've been feeling is most certainly tied to the horrible way that you talk to me and our daughter. So I may be stupid, but I guess I'm not as dumb as you think.
But I didn't even do anything! And besides, you can't just pay some shrink to throw you a pity party and think that will get you anywhere.
No, I have evidence that shows you've been acting this way every day for a long time now. And now your rampant sexism has even begun to affect our daughter. I even kept a diary of all the horrible things that you said, and I'll be submitting that as evidence as well.
What are you talking about? When did I do anything to Lena?
I had hidden cameras installed in our house that shows you doing nothing to help clean up, as well as constantly telling Lena to clean up after you since that's what she'll have to do for her husband.
But that isn't fair. I had no idea that I was being watched the whole time.
So you mean the only thing that would have changed how you behaved is if you were being watched or not? You treated Lena and I like we were nothing but burdens that life had saddled on you to take care of.
Oh, you're out of your mind. Do you really think this is gonna work? How dare you use a lawyer to hire against me?
I suppose we'll just have to wait and see if it worked, won't we? But I bet that you're feeling like quite the idiot right now.
Quit calling me stupid! I'm not stupid, you're stupid!
Is that your favorite word or something? Do you not know of any other insults? I think you might need to work on your vocabulary. You sound like a little kid, you know.
Shut up, you big, dumb, stupid head!
I can't believe that I ever married a man like you. All you've done is put me down and tried to keep our daughter from all the opportunities that you were never good enough to get.
You think that I'm jealous of our daughter? Of some high schooler? Give me a break.
Well, compared to who she's going to be in the future, you're nothing. Just a little peon of a man.
I don't know what that word means.
How could I ever let someone like you actually make me feel like an idiot? Especially when you only have your job through nepotism.
You know what you're talking about.
Of course I do, because I asked your parents directly about it. They told me all about how you've actually been handed everything. was just trying to pack you something I thought you'd like. But after work, I'm always busy cleaning up around the house and doing all of the chores. I think it's a little unfair that you never help me out with those.
You're my wife, aren't you, Gina?
Of course I am.
Well, then that's why you do wife work. You don't even work a real job like me, so don't go telling me that you're too tired when you get back from work.
But that isn't fair. I really do feel tired, and I really am always keeping busy.
Whatever. You're at least gonna stop working once you get pregnant though, right?
Well, I'm not pregnant yet, so I really don't know about that. But I guess if I do, and when I get pretty far along, I probably will have to stop working for a little bit. I would want to be there for our baby while they were little. But once they get a little bit older, then I'll probably go back out and look for a job.
There you go. All women are the same, thinking that they can have it both ways.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that if you have a kid to raise, how do you expect to handle working a job as well?
Well, obviously, I'm going to prioritize taking care of our child, but you're going to be helping me raise them as well, right?
Of course I will, but I'm gonna do that by going out and working so that our family has food on the table. You're the wife, so you'll take care of everything that happens inside the house. And you can start by trying a little harder with the lunches that you've been packing me. And quit always having something to say when I tell you what to do. Is it really so hard to keep a house in pristine condition every single day?
Toby, I don't understand what's gotten into you. It's like you've become a completely different person ever since I married you. I feel like all you ever do is remind me that I'm your wife and give me orders. But you never ever used to talk to me like that before.
Well, it's because we're not dating anymore. Why should I try and win you over now that I have you? I'm only letting you know who I really am with this.
But still, this change is too much. I feel like I've been tricked some days.
So you're saying that you're unhappy being married to me then?
That's not it. I really am happy, Toby.
Well then, why don't you quit all your whining and show a little more gratitude? I mean, a woman as comely, as simple as you should feel pretty lucky to have such an amazing husband as me. Do you really think that you could ever find anyone else who'd ever want to marry you? And all I ask in return is that you do what I say when I say it.
You mean about taking care of all of the chores and things like that?
Exactly! Now you're getting it. If you can't at least take care of all the housework and chores, and honestly, I don't even know why we're married. So why don't you work hard to make me not regret marrying you, okay?
So then you're regretting marrying me, is what you're saying.
I'm not regretting it per se, but let's just say it's getting there.
Okay then. I promise to be more careful when packing your lunches then.
Well, that'll be a good first step, but that isn't the only chore that you'll have to be doing. I want you to make sure to have a bath ready for me when I get home, and to make the house spotless too. I don't want to see a single bit of dust or strands of hair around the house. Everything has got to be perfect, do you understand?
Toby, I'm really sorry, but you might have to figure out dinner on your own tonight.
Wait, what? What happened?
Well, I have to eat dinner with a client tonight, so I won't be able to cook for you.
Wait, you're going out to dinner with someone from work?
It's not just going to be the two of us. My boss and some coworkers are also going to be there.
I don't care if the whole office is there. Who's gonna make my dinner if you won't?
I know, and I am really sorry about all of this, but it's for work, and I don't really have a choice.
So, your work is giving you overtime. Why? What's the point? Are they gonna give you some kind of raise for that or something?
I don't really think that's what's going to happen. It's just some of the more rural clients who don't come to the city that often and who wanted to meet us since they happen to be in town.
Well, if your job is gonna be making you do stupid stuff like this, why not just find another one?
What do you mean? What's so bad about going out for dinner as part of work?
You need to find a job that gets you back home at the same time every single day. How else are you gonna take care of all the chores if you can't do that?
But I have been doing all the chores every single day.
And now tonight, you're gonna make me figure out my own dinner? I work all day, come home tired and hungry, and now you're telling me I'll have to cook my own dinner too?
Well, that's actually something that I kind of wanted to talk to you about since you're bringing it up. There have been some days where you have still made me cook for you only for you to go out drinking and eating with friends instead. And then when I tried to give you the leftovers as lunch tomorrow, you said that you wouldn't eat something that wasn't cooked fresh.
Well, in that case, it's different. Don't try and pretend like our cases are similar.
I just want more communication. I don't think that you're being fair to me at all.
And just who do you think you are getting mad at me for making simple requests, huh?
I just don't know why you always have to make it sound like I'm being ungrateful or something.
Well, it's because you are. You have no idea how good you've got it with me. I lower myself to marry a fat, ugly cow like you, and you think you can complain to me?
Excuse me? Why would you say that to me?
Gina, honestly, have you looked in a mirror recently? You weren't great to look at before we got married, but now, wow, is all I can say.
So then you never once thought that I was pretty?
Do you really think that I married you because I loved you or was attracted to you? I had to massively curb my standards just for you.
So basically, you're saying that you settled for me.
Exactly! And that's why you need to learn that you are in no position to ask anything of me after I've already given up so much for you. So quit asking me to do more around the house or communicate my plans to you. You should be lucky that I even do what I do for you now.
But I didn't get married just to be stuck in the house doing chores all day when I wasn't working.
Well, that might be how you feel about things, but you need to wake up and face reality. I'll let this go this once, but don't let it happen again. Also, while you're out, go and find some gifts so we can give my parents when we go out and visit them for the holidays this year.
Toby, do you even like me?
What are you talking about? You moved past that conversation already.
I just want to know, did you want a wife or just someone to clean up after you? Because we agreed to work together. I never agreed to become your maid. Why are we even together if you just want to use me without ever appreciating the things I do?
Here we go again. I know we just got married, but I'm not afraid to go and get a divorce right now. Is that what you want? To just throw this marriage down the drain? Your parents were so happy to see you getting married on our wedding day, you know? But I guess you don't have any issue just trampling all over their happiness.
I think that if my parents knew how I felt now, that they would encourage me to do what's best.
Okay, fine then. Let's do it. I don't have time to go back and forth with you about this. Honestly, this is why I just hate dealing with women. I can't think logically, they just react. I can never, ever talk with you.
Well, I feel the same way with you. It feels like you never do anything to understand the way I feel.
Wait a second. I think I see what's going on here now. You're on your period, aren't you?
Excuse me? Are you serious?
Well, I just don't know of any other reason why you'd be acting so irrationally.
I'm not being irrational. I'm trying to tell you about how I'm feeling, Toby.
Let's just focus on what we have in front of us before worrying about anything else. And that means finding a gift to bring back to my parents when we visit them. Then maybe after the holidays, we can talk about what we want to do next. But for now, just stay quiet and do as I say. I don't want to hear any more complaints coming from you.
Toby, why would you go and say all of those horrible things?
What do you want now? I'm hanging out with some old friends and I don't need my stupid wife nagging me while I'm out.
You really are just awful, do you know that? How could you tell your parents that I don't do anything around the house all day? You lied to them and told them that I've never once packed your lunch and hardly ever clean up around the house. You didn't have to go and say all of that, you know.
Why shouldn't I have told them that if it's true?
It's not true, though. I also do just as you say and make sure the house is kept spotless. And I even started getting up early just to cook your lunch fresh that morning. And on top of all of that, I'm constantly monitoring the house for any signs of a mess or dust or anything dirty.
You really think I'm going to give you a pass for putting the bare minimum effort into all of those things? I just wanted to make sure that my parents knew the kind of life that we were living before you and I went home.
It's the holidays, though. How could you say all those awful things at this time of the year?
Well, you see my mum's face when I was talking to her about you. She was just cringing and doing her best not to say anything. But it's clear that she didn't see our situation getting any better with the way you are now.
I didn't see her face because I had to run into the guest room so that no one would see my crying after all you said.
Such a classic woman thing to do. But more than that, I invite you all the way to my parents' house and you have to go and try to make it all about you. What is even the point of being married to you?
What else was I supposed to do? You were saying horrible things about me to your family while I was in the room. I felt so horrible that I couldn't even look up to meet your mom's eyes. And then you just left the house to go be with your friends.
Are you really gonna blame me for doing that? You know that I only ever see these guys when I come home and visit home. Who knows when I'll have a chance to do this again?
But you didn't even come in to check on me. You just left the house. That isn't right.
Well, don't go trying to blame this on me when it's really all your fault. Maybe if you just quit complaining and kept the house clean like I asked you to do, then this wouldn't have happened. You really can be so stupid sometimes, you know that? If you're looking for someone to blame, try yourself first.
That's it. I can't stand this anymore. I can't be with you any longer, Toby.
Are you really trying to start another fight with me right now? You really have some nerve, you know that? I thought ugly chicks were better about knowing their place. But maybe it isn't all your fault. Maybe I made some mistakes too.
And just what are you trying to say there?
I mean, I thought it would have been easier to marry the ugly fat chick, but all you've done is argue and complain. I never wanted this life for me, and you're just taking advantage of being married to someone like me.
I knew it. I knew that this wasn't going to work out.
So what, you just gonna leave then?
And what if I am? What are you going to do about it, huh?
How are you gonna get home? All the subways are closed for the holidays, and I took the car. You're stuck here. You can't go anywhere, you stupid woman.
I would honestly just walk home at this point.
But it's freezing and snowy outside. You never make it.
Well, then I guess I'll just leave first thing in the morning tomorrow.
Well, then I guess have until then to set you straight, don't I?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, that after I get home tonight, I'm gonna talk to my parents and make sure they know exactly how useless of a wife you've been. Then I'm gonna take them and we're gonna lecture about what it means to be a good wife until morning. How's that sound of that, huh? You're never gonna be able to fight against me again. I'll make sure you understand how wrong you've been. Oh, Gina! I just wanted to let you know that I'm almost home now. I hope that you're ready for what's coming to you. Are my parents ready to start without me?
Why? Did you tell your mom to set me straight until you got home to do it yourself?
Of course I did! I called her telling her all the horrible things you've been putting me through since we got married.
I'm just glad that I know the truth about how you feel about me now.
Well, then hopefully this at least wakes you up to what you have to do to change that.
No, I am not going to just lie down and do whatever you want me to.
You uppity cow! I'll make you eat those words! Even apologize won't get you out of what's coming now. Heck, why is the door to the house locked? Open the door for me right now!
Did you just get back home?
That's right, now get over here and open the door for me this instant!
I'm afraid I can't do that, Toby.
What are you talking about? Can't you hear me pounding on the door? Open it right now!
I told you that I can't. Your mom is telling me not to.
What do you mean my mom is telling you not to?
It's the truth. She said she doesn't want trash like you in her house anymore.
Are you kidding me? Why would she say that? My mom would never talk about me like that. She's always on my side. You're just lying to me.
It's no lie, Toby. Your mom is fed up with the way you've been acting. She had suspected that something might have been up, but tonight you told her all she needs to hear about our relationship. Not to mention that while you were out, I told her all about what you've really been doing to and asking of me. And about all of the horrible things you've said about women in general, and especially me.
Why would you do that? My mom doesn't need to know all about my private business. Are you ashamed to tattle like that?
No, I'm not, Toby. I'm not ashamed at all to stand up to you and make known to your family who you really are. And just why are you so upset about this anyways? If you really thought you were justified in all of this, there'd be no reason for you to be upset, right?
Just open the damn door already! How long are you gonna be making me stand out here?
I already told you that you're not getting in the house. Neither of your parents want you here with them. This whole time, I was really worried that I might have been doing something wrong to make you upset. But having your parents be here to witness it all really put things into perspective for me. I want a divorce, Toby.
Just get my mom out here so we can talk. She's not picking up her phone at all.
That's because she's turned her phone to silent and is ignoring it. But don't worry. I'm telling them exactly what you're sending me right now. And by the way, your mom says for you to go away and never come back.
Quit showing my parents our messages. Everything I've done has been for you. I've just been trying to tell you how to be a good wife.
You've been doing all this for me? Is that a joke? You've been doing it for yourself. We both work, and yet I end up having to take care of all of the housework. How is that fair? You've just been using me to do what you don't want to, and you've been insulting me the whole time, too.
I'm telling you that you're getting it all wrong.
No, I'm not. I've thought long and hard about the way you've been treating me and the things that I've done for you. You've never once treated me like an equal, even though you're my husband.
Please, my phone is gonna die soon. Just let me in. Then we could all just talk this out in person.
I have nothing else that I want to say to you besides that you're not going to set a foot inside this house.
Okay, alright, fine. I'll apologize to you if you just let me in. I'm freezing out here. I know that you work really hard for us both, and I do really appreciate that, so please just let me in.
I'm sorry, but letting you in isn't up to me. The only thing I want to hear from you is that you
She's already in her late 20s. She's 28.
Alice is independent and responsible. I have nothing more to say. She grew up to be a wonderful woman. Let her do whatever she wants.
We have to do something before she reaches 30. Let me tell you. We women shine the most in our 20s. You're a guy. You don't know anything, do you?
If men are to judge, I think we know better.
Stop nitpicking.
If Alice doesn't want to get married, we shouldn't force her to. She'll find the right one soon, and we shouldn't meddle in her business.
Don't you want a grandchild, honey?
I do, but I also don't want to pressure her or anything. Even if you pressure her to get married, she's the one to make the final decision.
Alice's childhood friend already gave birth to her second child.
Good for her.
Her classmates and childhood friends are all getting married and giving birth. Alice should be doing the same.
It's her choice. If you annoy her like this, she'll feel more stressed and won't want to get married.
I knew there would be no use talking to you.
Then why did you talk to me about it in the first place?
I'll be in charge. I'm gonna make her get married. My friend actually told me about a nice gentleman who was finding a partner. She said he might be the one for Alice. Alice doesn't have a boyfriend now, does she? I'll arrange a date so that they can meet each other.
Wait a minute. Does Alice know about this?
Not yet, but I've already decided to make her go on a date. I can't let my friend down.
Aren't you being a bit selfish? Why do you want her to get married all of a sudden?
I've always been worried about her. I was always planning to get her married as soon as possible.
Really? You weren't this eager to make her get married?
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna arrange a date for her. Be prepared to meet her future husband, Jack.
Wait, we should ask Alice about this first. Who's Alice meeting anyways? Do I know him?
No. My friend who I hang out often with told me about this gentleman, so you don't know him. He's 45, but he looks pretty young, and he has his own company. Isn't it wonderful?
Huh. 45 years old.
Yes. Is there anything wrong?
He's about the same age as us. He's far too old for Alice. At least find her a better partner who's around the same age as her.
Why? I bet she prefers older men. She has a calm and gentle personality. She won't get along with young guys. He's the best match.
Alice is a fan of young male idols, though.
That's a different story. She'll love him, don't worry.
Elise, you have to ask Alice before you decide everything on our own.
Unless she agrees, I won't be meeting this guy. Oh, but I already told my friend that Alice would be meeting him.
What are you doing?
Jack, you have to understand, if I don't do anything, Alice would stay single for the rest of her life. Just believe me, okay? Her life is in my hands. Jack, are you there? Why aren't you replying?
I'm still working, Elise. I'll call you back later.
It's urgent. Alice is not answering my calls.
I bet she's still working too.
She hasn't replied since yesterday. I'm getting worried. Do you think she's okay?
Yeah, I think she's perfectly fine. She called me this morning.
Uh-huh. Why hasn't she replied to me yet?
I guess she's angry at you. You took her to meet this random guy.
I need her to reply if she's gonna date him or not. He's waiting for her to make the decision.
I thought she said she didn't want to marry him. She just met him to make you happy, Elise. I think you should thank her for coming to the date.
I believe that this marriage is the best for her. He might be a little older than her, but they'll make a great couple. He was a nice gentleman, don't you think?
I don't know. To be honest, it creeped me out to imagine him being my son-in-law. He's over 40, but he treated Alice like she was as old as him. He said it was easier to talk to older women. That's not something he should say to her daughter who's in her 20s.
I think he meant to praise her.
If so, he's pretty rude and lacks consideration. Elise, Alice doesn't want to get married. You have to respect her choice. Tell him honestly that he wasn't the right one for Alice, okay?
It's best for Alice to marry someone older than her.
That's your opinion. It's up to Alice. You have to respect her. Stop doing whatever you want. She's a grown adult and capable of choosing for herself.
I'm just worried. I think it's best for her to marry someone rich. I don't want her to get married with a normal employee like you. I'm her mother, and I love her, and I don't want her to face any hardships.
Does that mean you faced a lot of hardships marrying a normal employee like me?
No, it's not like that. Can you tell Alice to reply to me as soon as possible?
I don't think I'll be any help.
Can you be a little more helpful?
You're acting weird recently.
How?
You suddenly started pressuring Alice to get married, and you also visited her room without telling her. You're being weirdly obsessive these days.
Really? Isn't it normal for a mother to worry about her child?
You're just worrying too much in my opinion.
I'm worried about my daughter who's about to turn 30 but still hasn't found a good partner. All mothers would be worried in my situation, unlike you, who's uninterested in his daughter.
I'm considerate of her in my own ways. She works for a decent company and makes her own living. I think she's doing perfectly fine, and I'm proud of her. I told you the same thing last time.
You still have a job left to do as her father, Jack. You have to look after your daughter until she gets married. Make sure to give her some advice about getting married, okay? She won't be able to find a better husband than the gentleman she met the other day. Jack, where are you? I thought it was your day off today.
I'm out to get my transcripts.
What transcripts? Like, transcripts of the family register?
Yep. Is there anything wrong?
Yeah, can you call Alice? I need you to call her right now. I can't believe she did it without telling us.
Did what?
She moved out of her apartment. Our daughter moved into a different apartment without telling us. You have to tell her that this is unacceptable. I arranged her a date with her future husband this week. I can't believe she just disappeared without telling me.
Oh, about that. I told her to move. Also, I won't be living with you anymore.
Huh? You told her to move? What do you mean?
You heard me right. Both me and Alice are breaking relations with you. I'm here to get my transcripts so that I can fill in the official documents asking for a divorce.
What are you saying?
Let's get divorced, Elise.
Why do you want a divorce? Your daughter is about to get married.
It's all your fault. Alice moved out and we're getting divorced because of you.
My fault?
We know everything, Elise. You wanted Alice to marry a rich old man for money, right?
Money was not the only reason. She'll live a happier life if she marries a rich man.
Elise, be honest with me. You're in debt.
What? What are you talking about?
Be serious with me. We know everything you've been hiding from us. Alice called me a few weeks ago. She said she was giving you money for the past few months. She called because she was worried that my job wasn't going well.
Huh?
I never expected you to ask Alice for help, telling her that we were struggling because my pay was reduced. I can't believe you've been asking Alice to give you $1,000 a month for financial support.
You're misunderstanding, Jack. I wanted to find the best possible partner for Alice, so I had to spend money to meet new people and maintain good relationships with them. You know, Alice has a pretty high salary.
Stop lying to me. Your reasons are ridiculous. I know you have a lover. You've been seeing him for more than 5 years if I'm not wrong.
What are you saying?
You also withdrew some money from our savings for him. You got scared that I might find out, so you started borrowing money. But you still needed money, so you decided to ask your own daughter for help. You wanted her to get married with a rich guy so that he can support you financially.
No, he's not my lover. He's an investor who I'm close to. He's just teaching me stuff.
Stop lying, Elise. We have proof that you were having an affair with him.
Proof?
I hired a detective to find out the truth. I'm divorcing you. Leave our house as soon as possible.
All right. I honestly don't care. He asked me if I wanted to get together with him. I always wanted to dump a broke employee like you. Bring me the divorce papers. I'll sign it for you.
No more excuses, Elise?
There's no point of making excuses. You two decided to leave me. I can't think of you as my family anymore. I don't need you in my life. I'm better off without you, Jack.
Elise, make sure you move out of the house by the end of the month. The new owner will move in soon.
Hey, Jack, I wanted to discuss about our relationship.
Our? You mean the relationship between you and your lover?
No, about me and you.
Me? We're already divorced.
But we were married for 30 years. We had our ups and downs. But we made a pretty good couple, don't you think?
I don't know. I always thought so, but I don't know now. You were cheating on me all this time.
I wasn't cheating, to be exact. I was never serious about him.
What? You said you always wanted to dump a broke employee like me. Aren't you getting together with him?
I never meant to say that. I lost my temper. I wasn't being serious.
Oh, I see.
Jack, I never wanted to get a divorce. I want to get back together with you. I want to go back to the old times when we left each other.
Elise.
Jack, I'm so sorry. I know I hurt you a lot. But I promise never to betray you again. You will be the only one I love.
Are you stupid? Don't make me laugh.
Uh-huh.
You want to get back together because he dumped you, right? I'm genuinely shocked. You'd been cheating on me for so many years and even asked your daughter for money. How can you beg for forgiveness after everything you did?
Why do you know that I broke up with him?
Oh, don't you remember? I hired a detective. Your lover seemed to have several girlfriends. And he lied to all of them like he did to you so that they'll give him money. He sometimes lied, saying that his company went bankrupt. To sum it up, he's a fraud.
Why? Why didn't you tell me this when we got divorced?
Why should I tell you?
I was tricked and used for his advantage. You could have helped me out. You're a jerk. You knew that he'll dump me.
What if I knew?
You knew your wife was being tricked, but you never told her. How can you do this to me?
How can you do this to me? You were the one having an affair, cheating on me for so many years. I don't care if you were being tricked or not. And if you even forced your daughter to pay for your money, she could have saved all the money she paid you for her future. Who do you think you are? You don't deserve to be Alice's mother.
I tried to break up with him several times, but he always stopped me. Then he asked me to help him with his investments. I just couldn't dump him after I agreed to help.
Stop making excuses. I don't want to hear them. You not only were tricked by your lover, but also betrayed your family and took away your daughter's money, which makes you a horrible wife.
I'm so sorry. I want to say sorry to Alice for everything I did. Let me apologize to you too, Jack.
Stop it. You're a stranger now.
Forgive me. I was wrong. Give me one last chance. Please, believe me.
I don't think it's worth it. We can't think of you as our family anymore. You're free to do whatever you want now. My ex-wife had to pay for compensation money and the money she took away from her daughter, as well as the money she withdrew from our savings. After all the payment, she lost everything. She's still in debt, so she'll have to pay them back somehow. She still has a few $1,000,000 to pay back, and I'm guessing she might end up bankrupt. Well, it's not our problem anymore. She's a stranger now. Even if she begged for help, we'll never help her. Both me and Alice moved into somewhere new where my ex-wife is unaware of. I'm enjoying and relaxing life after my divorce. I've blocked her from my contacts, and my lawyer is in charge of communicating with her, so I'm living a very stress-free life right now. I plan to support my daughter who's following her dreams and continue to be a good father I always try to be. I will always be there for whenever she needs me.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Michael, your mother is home from the hospital. Her condition seems stable.
That's good to hear. Mom really aged, didn't she? She needs support when she walks and has a urine bag with her, and she can't even take a bath alone.
It's natural to age, so don't say that. Your mother is trying her best, too.
But don't you think she should stay at a nursing home? She can't move around freely anyways.
She can still think for herself, and I think she also prefers staying at home. We can still look after her, so I don't see a problem. Plus, I'm the one looking after her. You don't take care of her at all.
No, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to look after her.
But remember, we live in her house. I think your mother would also like it if her real son looked after her, not me. How about you look after her sometimes?
No, I don't think so. Taking care of her waste and giving her a bath. I don't think it's my job as her son.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about, Michael. And what if I get sick? You would be responsible to look after your mother. You should get used to taking care of her.
If you get sick, I'm taking Mom to a nursing home.
What if she refuses and says she wants to stay at home?
In that case, she'll have to look after herself on her own. I have work to do, so I wouldn't have time to look after her.
Why can you say something so heartless? She's been taking care of you all these years. Oh, by the way, I'll have to ask you to look after your mother when I'm away to meet my brother and his wife.
What do you mean?
They're coming home for a visit. I haven't seen them in ages, not since they moved abroad. So I'm planning to meet them. And stay over at my parents' house on the weekends next month.
Why are you telling me now? I can't make any changes in my schedule now.
Why? It's nearly a month away. You should be able to make some arrangements in your schedule.
First of all, why would I have to waste my weekend looking after her? It's not my responsibility. I'm gonna pass.
You can't just pass. You know that I always look after her every single day, don't you? Can't you just help me for once?
Not my business. Just hire a caregiver or something.
Alright. Your mother has already approved of me leaving the house for a few days, so I'll discuss it with her.
Turns out you asked for her permission before even telling your own husband.
It's not like that. She was there when I was contacting my family. I spend most of my time with her. You're not even at home most of the time, only coming home just to eat your meals and get some sleep. You never even listen to what I want to say. We never get to discuss anything.
I'm tired from working all these hours outside when you're at home. Who do you think supports the living of this household?
I understand that you're working hard for our family, and I'm really thankful for bringing money home. But I'm also doing what I'm expected to do at home. I honestly don't want you to think that you don't have any responsibility in the house because you work outside.
You expect more from me, a housewife like you.
Are you mocking me?
I'm not going home today.
Huh? Why?
I don't want to see your face and hear your annoying rants. It's so tiring talking to you. Bye.
Hey, Michael! Wait a second. Where are you staying the night? Michael, reply to my messages. Michael, I thought you said you would be home early. When are you coming home?
Sorry, I'll be late tonight.
Didn't I tell you that I caught a cold? I was really hoping you would come home early today. Can you get me some cold drinks on your way home?
I'm telling you that I'm going to be late tonight. Just order it using the delivery service. It's not even that late in the night. Don't depend on me all the time.
Okay, sorry for asking. I think my head's not working properly because I have a fever.
Don't pretend like you're sick. It's your fault that you got a cold in the first place.
Huh?
You shouldn't have visited your parents' house, abandoning your duty to look after Mom. If Mom catches a cold too, it's your fault. She could even end up in the hospital if a weak grandma like her catches a cold. You really lack consideration. Poor Mom. I can't believe you entitle yourself as a caregiver at this point.
I'm sorry. If you're so worried about your mother, why don't you come home early? I bet it's hard for her to go to the restroom alone. She insists that she would try doing things by herself, but...
Blame yourself for catching a cold. Don't blame me for your own mistakes.
It's my fault that I caught a cold. But can't you at least help me out when I'm unable to?
Take responsibility for your own actions. Don't push your caregiving responsibilities on me.
When we decided that we would look after your mother at home, you promised that we would work together. Don't you remember the promise you made?
Back then, you had a part-time job, Amanda. Now you're jobless, so don't complain, housewife.
I left my job because your mother required more support, and I had to dedicate my time to look after her. First of all, wasn't it you who asked me to look after her? She's your mother, isn't she? I won't ask for more, so can't you care more about her?
Enough with complaints. I don't want to catch a cold from you. So do something about it by yourself. Hey, Amanda. Sorry, but can you leave the house as soon as possible?
Huh? What do you mean?
I decided I would divorce you. I never told you, but I actually love someone else. I'm planning to marry her instead.
Huh? Are you serious?
I'm telling you that I want to get a divorce so that I can marry who I really love.
Do you understand what you're saying? You just admitted that you were cheating on me all this time.
I wasn't cheating, we never had an affair. We were planning to get together after I officially got a divorce.
You don't make sense.
I bet you can't understand, because it's pure love that exists between my lover and I.
Don't you know that I can still demand compensation money even if you never had an affair?
I did some research, but it turns out it's difficult to claim the money if there's no affairs involved. I bet you can't process what I just told you. It's ridiculous to say that I'm cheating when the only thing I did was to take her out for dinner together.
I never expected anything from you. But I never expected you to be such a bastard.
You used to call me a bastard. Says who?
Betraying me like this? Don't you think you're a bastard?
All you have to do is look after Mom and you get everything you need to live, you useless bitch. Annoying me all the time. I can't even recall why I ever loved you. You should be the one thanking me for all the things I did for you.
I get it now. I finally understand that you really don't understand me at all. I have no regrets.
Oh, you're simply going to accept your fate? What a surprise.
After all the trouble you caused me, there's no other option, is there?
I thought you would plead for mercy, crying not to leave you. You're feeling lucky, aren't you? I bet you're so happy now that you don't have to care for Mom.
I'm not rotten like you.
Well, I have nothing to say if you would accept our divorce. Be sure to start packing your stuff. Be ready to leave the house anytime I ask you to. Amanda, I can't believe you haven't started packing! My new wife's moving in next week. What have you been doing for the past few weeks?
I'm almost done packing.
Huh? Have you seen your room? When I returned home this morning, your stuff was still there untouched.
I don't think so. You probably saw wrong.
Ha! No way! There's no use of resisting, Amanda. Nothing can stop you from leaving this house. Just leave already before my new wife moves in.
Cheating on me while I took care of your mother and kicking me out of the house at last. You're really a bastard, you know that?
I'm forcing Mom to join a nursing home now. Good job for looking after her till now. I can finally enjoy freedom without you being annoying all the time. Don't hold a grudge on me for dumping you.
Oh? You're the one who's gonna get dumped by me. I'll put all of your stuff outside, so leave as soon as possible, alright?
You don't make any sense.
I'm telling you that you're the one who's gonna get kicked out of the house.
Why am I the one who's gonna get kicked out? It's my family's house.
More accurately, your mother's house. Actually, the official procedure to change the ownership of the house was complete today. And now, this is my house under my name. So you're the one who's gonna leave this house. I won't be accepting any of your new wife's stuff when it's delivered to the house, just so you know.
What are you saying? Why are you the new owner of the house?
It's your mother's suggestion. When I told her about our divorce, she told me to dump you after all you did to me. Your mother actually helped me out a lot in the process.
Mom's suggestion? You're kidding. Why would she side with you, not her own son?
Well, I think you deserve it. You never took care of her, did you? I was the one looking after her while you were cheating on me. And it was actually your mother who suspected that you were cheating on me in the first place. She told me a few months ago, so we hired a private detective for further investigation.
Are you telling me that you knew about it before I told you?
Yeah, that's right. And you mentioned that there was no affair between you and your lover. But that's not true, is it? We have proof for that as well. So you're gonna have to pay me compensation money.
I can't believe it! Why didn't you tell me when you found out?
I knew that love between us was long gone. But we were once in love with each other. I just couldn't leave you because we had our good times. Although I did consider getting a divorce multiple times. Plus, I was worried about your mother. Who would take care of her if we got divorced? But when you asked me to divorce you, I realized that I didn't need you in my life.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that you now own the house, and I'll also be paying for compensation?
Yes, that's true. And your lover will also be paying. You're both responsible, and you both should be blamed.
You contacted her? If you haven't contacted her yet, please don't.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I've already sent her the payment details. Are you worried because she lives with her parents? But it's her fault that she cheated, don't you think?
When did you send her the payment details?
Why would you ask? Oh, are you trying to sneak in to get the payment details from their mailbox before they find out? Well, I think it's too late though, because I just received a call from her parents about it. They called me to apologize and said they will no longer allow you to meet their daughter.
You serious?
Turns out her parents didn't know that you were already married to someone else.
It's a nightmare.
Excuse me? Who do you think caused this mess? Lying to me that you never had an affair with her, and even going to meet her parents when you were still married? How unbelievable. It's a nightmare for me and her parents.
Please, Amanda, please tell her parents that what you told them was a joke. She's well brought up and from a nice family. Her parents will never approve of our marriage that started from an affair.
I don't think someone with a good upbringing would choose to have an affair with a married man, though. Isn't she fooling you?
We're bonded by pure love.
Pure love doesn't involve cheating, in my opinion. You're ridiculous. If it's really pure love, you should have known better.
Amanda, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that I depended on you to look after Mom. I'm sorry for everything I did. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. So please tell her parents that our love was a result of an affair. I'll pay for whatever price you wish.
I now own a house, and I'll even be receiving compensation money from both of you. Not to mention that I would also be getting a division of property. I'm happy with what I'm getting.
But you're a housewife! You don't have a job, what are you gonna do? Looking after Mom won't make you any money. The more money you have, the better.
There's no need to worry. I was worried about my future after I got a divorce. So I started preparing and planning for the future with your mother beforehand.
Plan? What do you mean you started preparing for the future?
I'm now a certified care worker, so I'm planning to start working as a professional. When I'm out working, we decided to hire a caregiver. I know you've used up most of your savings. I can't depend on your compensation when I don't know if you can actually pay for it.
I still do have some money that I saved when I was single.
The last time I checked, there wasn't much left in your account. You seem to be using a lot of money since you started dating her. You should really check what's left in your account. I don't think you even have $10,000. How come you're not aware of it? So stupid.
Amanda, listen. I'm really sorry for everything I did. Please forgive me.
After all this time that you've caused me pain, you expect me to forgive you just because you don't know what to do? You're ridiculous. Are you making fun of me?
No, not at all. Believe me. I regret everything I did to you.
Then why are you still bothering me? If you're really sorry, just stop causing me more trouble.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry from the bottom of my heart.
Saying sorry doesn't change anything. We're already divorced, Michael. Go and live your own life. I think you should find a house to live in as soon as possible. Just to let you know, I'm not letting you in my house.
Amanda, please, you have to help me. Don't take everything away from me. Please, Amanda. Please forgive me.
I can't believe you who tried to dump me and my mother-in-law, then accused me of taking away everything from you. You're the reason why you ended up this way. When I needed you the most, you never cared and even cheated on me. So why would I care for you now? Take responsibility of your own actions, Michael. My ex-husband then came to my house, repeatedly asking me to let him in, but I strongly refused and never opened the door. Afraid of getting the police called by worried neighbors, he didn't make a fuss about it. But I had to keep some of his stuff at home because there was too much for him to carry at once. From what I heard, he had to break up with his lover as a result of strong oppositions from her parents. Apparently, he contacted her numerous times telling her that he wanted to marry her no matter what others say about the relationship, but she seems to have moved on. She no longer was interested in dating my ex-husband, who was broke from all the compensation he had to pay. At last, he ended up in his company's dormitory, and I'm sending his stuff there. After things settled down, he contacted me and his mother, saying that he regretted everything he did. But we ignored it, pretending that we never heard from him. He's no longer part of our family. Since his departure, his mother and I are living a happy life. My mother-in-law is also very happy for me, and I think I became a more positive person. The mood in the house seems much brighter now. My mother-in-law requires special care, but her heart and mind are working just fine and full of energy. She's been a great help in my journey, and I'm planning to support her as much as I can so that she can live her life to the fullest. I look forward to making more happy memories with her in the future.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Francesca! Did you get the wedding invite from my daughter yet? It should have arrived in the mail.
Good morning, Gladys. Yep, Becky's invite came this morning. 2 months on Saturday, right?
Have you seen the venue? I bet you were surprised when you found out she's getting hitched at a hotel of that caliber, right? Right?
Yeah, I gotta admit, I wasn't expecting that. I heard a few celebrities got married there recently. I even read that it's the King of Saudi Arabia stays there when he comes to the States. I thought I was misreading it at first.
That's right! Isn't it amazing?
It really is. I can't wait to see what the ceremony's like.
My Becky outdid herself this time. She really is incredible. I always knew she ended up bagging herself a rich, high-spec guy. We're finally moving into the upper echelon of society, my dear. And this wedding is where our ascent begins. We're going to the moon, baby! I couldn't be more proud of my amazing daughter. Her big brother might have failed miserably, but she more than makes up for it.
Failed miserably? Just to clarify, you're talking about my husband, aren't you?
Of course. Sean's my only son. Who else would I be talking about?
Right, I thought so.
I still have no idea why he married someone like you. I've been racking my brains over it since the day I met you. And I've accepted that I'll probably never understand. Love makes people do the craziest things.
Lovely. Thanks for that.
It's such a waste to think he graduated from one of the most prestigious colleges in America and works for a major global company. But the best wife he could find was a broke loser raised by a single mum. It breaks my heart. It really does. It's obvious you were only ever after his money.
You couldn't be more wrong, Gladys. I love Sean for who he is. I'd still be his wife if he worked at Walmart. The money is incidental. I'm sure Becky feels the same about her husband, too.
I wonder. You may be too wet behind the ears to have realized this, but women tend to be more calculating than men. Not that it's wrong for money to be a priority when choosing a partner. That's not a gender thing. It's a human thing. And it's good common sense in my eyes. But please, Francesca, you can't be serious when you said you would have still married my Sean if he worked at Walmart? Oh, the embarrassment!
Yes, I would.
Perhaps that wasn't the best question to ask you. You can say whatever you like. Now you already have your grummy mitts on the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It doesn't matter, though. I know your true colors, whether you admit to them or not. In any case, I don't acknowledge you as my son's wife, and no children you bear will be part of this family. You're the cursed spawn of a single mother, and we don't need dirty poor people blood tainting our proud lineage. You do well to remember that, Francesca.
Yes, I know, Gladys. You remind me almost every day. But what's wrong with being raised by a single mom? I know tons of great people who grew up without one of their parents.
Everyone knows people raised by single mums are bad. Vulgar, crude people. And it's best to stay away from them and their ilk whenever possible. Now, I understand we are where we are, and that you can't help it. But you could at least go to the effort of not looking like you were dragged up from the gutter. You look more like you belong in a sleeping bag on the street than in Holy Communion with my son. And don't even get me started on your unfortunate face. Your features scream poverty from a mile off. My family, on the other hand, our faces give off an air of refinement and sophistication. Anyone would think we were aristocrats from the way we look. You're a filthy peasant at the genetic level. Oh, I almost feel sorry for you. Imagine being cursed with that face not even a broke single mother could love. People probably cross the road when they see you coming because they think they're about to get robbed or catch malaria.
That's enough. Stop talking about my mom.
Oh dear, is someone angry? Do forgive me, I didn't mean anything by it, darling. You know how me and you love to tease each other. Still though, no kids after 3 years of marriage? Forgive me if this is inappropriate, but is there any chance my son's fed up of looking at your brute face every day?
Gladys, this level of rudeness is totally uncalled for. Please, stop.
Oh, don't be so dramatic, dear. I told you I don't mean anything by it. It's just a bit of playful teasing. It's true, though, isn't it? Can't he even bring himself to look at you anymore? Take a chill pill. Careful, dear. All that stress will make you even uglier.
Sorry, I have to go. I'm on my way to your mom-in-law's house now.
Ah, yes, of course. You're due to see the old hag today. Be a darling and say hi to the old hag from me, would you? That is, if she hasn't kicked the bucket and started decomposing already. Oh, I'm counting on you to change her diapers, dear.
Gladys, it's about your mom-in-law. It doesn't look like she's gonna be able to make it to Becky's wedding.
Oh, really? Why not? Is she too embarrassed to be seen in public with her urine bag?
Jesus, Gladys, was there any need for that?
I'm pleased, though. It'll be a nicer day for everyone without that loudmouth interfering old hag there to bother us. Her body might be falling to pieces, but unfortunately, her mind is still sharp enough for her to be as irritating as ever. She's constantly on my case about something. I prefer to keep our meetings to a bare minimum.
She's done so much for you, Gladys. How can you speak about her like this? Why is it so hard to show some respect?
She's done so much for me, has she? Please, don't make me laugh. All she does is send me money. It's hardly like she goes out of her way. She'll be lucky if she even lives another 2 weeks. What use is that money to her? It's only right that I get it. I'm fit and healthy and can put it to far better use than she can.
This is your husband's mother we're talking about here. What's your point? Should I prostrate myself before her and thank for existing?
My husband's dead. Why should I still have anything to do with her? She should be in a home already. Why, oh, why was she so insistent she had to live on her own in that apartment block for old people? I swear my phone rings every 5 minutes with something. Please, will you come see me? I ran out of food. My potty's full. I'm sick and tired of her, and the sooner she kicks the bucket, the better.
But you don't even visit her. I'm the only one who ever goes.
I used to go before you did. Besides, it's your duty as my son's wife to look after my decrepit mother-in-law. I just know you're not complaining about fulfilling your duties to this family. You wouldn't do that, would you?
No, Iris is lovely to me, and I'm happy to help her.
Fantastic! Then keep doing it and stop talking back to me. I'm in a good mood today, so I'll let it slide. But back in my day, a wife wouldn't be stripped butt naked and forced to sleep in the yard for giving her mother-in-law attitude like this. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I do hope you're constantly reminding her how worried and concerned I am for her well-being. We don't want me getting written out of the will now, do we?
Yes, I tell her.
Anyway, enough of this drivel. Let's talk about something important. So about Becky's wedding. What will you be wearing?
I was thinking of wearing my dress suit.
Surely not the same one you wore to my cousin's wedding.
Yes, that one.
You silly girl. We're moving up in the world now. You can't wear that shabby pile of rags to this wedding. I advise you throw it in the trash where it belongs and get a hold of something respectable. Besides, it's a wedding, not a freaking business meeting. A woman your age should be wearing a proper dress.
A dress? Okay, got it. I'll arrange something before the wedding.
I imagine you'll probably rent something. But you better not show up wearing any cheap crap! We have a reputation to uphold. Trust me that people at this wedding know cheap when they see it, as do I, obviously. I'll never forgive you if you embarrass us. If you do rent, make it something expensive. Can you imagine the shame if my son's daughter showed up in a cheap pile of rags? We'll never live it down. Do not embarrass my daughter on the most important day of her life.
I won't.
It's easy enough to say that, but I mean it. You better not disappoint me, Francesca. You have the dress sense of a Nigerian tribesman, so I can't help but worry you'll come in something ridiculous.
Relax, Gladys. I'll look the part. I promise. The last thing I want to do is embarrass Becky on her wedding day.
I suppose I'll just have to take your word for it. To be honest, I'd much rather you didn't come to my daughter's wedding at all. But she insisted on having you there. You're lucky. She's a lot more tolerant towards poor people than I am.
Right. Becky's great. She's always been kind to me.
Her husband's family are of excellent prodigy, too. They have records of their ancestry going back to medieval Europe. They even have a coat of arms. Does your family have a coat of arms? What am I saying? Of course it doesn't. Anyway, I digress. Don't let us down, Francesca. If you show up in something cheap and tacky, I can assure you, you'll be the first taxi home. I don't care what Becky says. Hello, Francesca. Thanks for showing your face at the wedding today. Did you leave yet?
Yes. I'm on my way to a place that specializes in dress cleaning. Hopefully I can get there soon enough for it not to stain.
Oh, don't be silly, dear. It was just a splash of beer. You're such a drama queen.
A splash of beer? You poured an entire keg over me on purpose. Right in the middle of your own daughter's wedding! There's no justification for what you just did. You're horrible.
There we go with the over-exaggerations again. It wasn't on purpose, dear. I just slipped is all. Actually, I think I might have gasped in shock when I saw that cheap piece of crap dress you were wearing and spilled some beer on you by mistake. But you know what? It serves you right. I made it crystal clear. You were to rent the most expensive dress you could. This is what you get for ignoring me and showing up in peasant wear. You broke your promise.
I didn't rent it.
Oh? You mean you actually paid for that thing? So that's why you're running around like a headless chicken, trying to get it cleaned. How's your dress looking, dear? It's obviously cheap garbage. Why not throw it in the trash where it belongs?
Wrong. You told me to come looking the part, so I went the extra mile and did just that.
You looked the part in that thing, did you? Oh, the delusion! Now I've heard it all! Go on then, tell me, how much did it cost? 100? Oopsie, my mistake. I forgot that $100 dress would count as high class to you.
Gladys, I borrowed that dress from your mother-in-law. It's worth over $10,000.
Excuse me?
The reason I'm rushing around like a headless chicken trying to get it cleaned is because it's not mine. I borrowed it. I can never afford a dress like this.
My mother-in-law? You borrowed that dress from Iris?
Yes, exactly.
I see. Is it okay? It's not going to stain, is it?
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I still told Iris, though.
You did what? You fool! What have you done? What did you say?
I told her you poured a keg of beer over me.
No. I told you, Francesca. It was an accident. I didn't pour anything on you. I slipped. That's all.
It really didn't look like that to me.
You've got it all wrong. Tell her I made a mistake. Set her straight this instant.
No way. Sean saw you pour beer on me. There are a bunch of other witnesses, too. There's nothing to set her straight on. That's exactly what you did.
Stop talking back to me and message her now. Tell her I slipped.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because I'm your mother-in-law, and that means my word is law.
I'm not sure why you think that, but you couldn't be more wrong. Just because you're my mother-in-law doesn't mean I have to unquestioningly do everything you tell me to.
Yes, it damn well does, you insolent little toe rag. You should be more grateful to me. I let you marry my son despite the fact you were raised in poverty by a single mother.
That's funny. I seem to recall you telling me you don't acknowledge me as Sean's wife almost every day.
You still got married, didn't you? That means I allowed it.
You know, this whole situation used to bother me, but I'm at peace with it now. Whether you acknowledge me or not makes no difference. I'm done stressing myself out trying to achieve the impossible.
You don't get to decide to stop trying to win my approval, Missy. Anyway, forget that. Hurry up and message Iris. Tell her I didn't do it on purpose. I'll make my son divorce you if you don't. Francesca, are you there? There's something I'd like to discuss with you, if that's all right with you. Is now a good time?
Sure, what is it? What do you want?
I want to apologize for what happened with your dress at the wedding. I thought I may have slipped by mistake. The fact remains that you got beer on your dress due to my carelessness. I was in the wrong, and I'm sorry.
I see.
So, do you think you could maybe find it in your heart to forgive me? I feel awful.
I accept your apology. But This isn't a matter of me forgiving you or not forgiving you.
Huh? Why not? I don't understand.
You pouring a keg of beer on me at the wedding was just one instance of bullying in an endless harassment campaign against me.
An endless harassment campaign? I'm not sure other than the dress incident, nothing comes to mind. I don't remember doing anything else to you.
Of course you don't. No one likes to think of themselves as a bully. I'm sure you don't remember any of it. But I remember everything.
Are you talking about me not acknowledging you as my son's wife?
Oh, look! So you do remember. You justified it all to yourself because I was raised in a low-income single mother household. Or because you don't like my face. You called me every name under the sun. You victimized and insulted me at every possible opportunity. Are you saying you don't remember any of that? Even if you do feel that way about me, some things are better off left unsaid. But you took the pleasure in hurting me, so you went out of your way to make sure I knew exactly how you felt.
Francesca, dear, I never meant to hurt you. It's just that I've always had strong conceptions of how the ideal wife should be. I suppose there's a chance I let a few things slip that I shouldn't have when I thought you were meeting the standard, but that's all, I swear.
Did me being raised by a single mother, or not, being as beautiful as this perfect daughter-in-law had in your head, cause you problems somehow?
Well, it's not that you caused me problems per se.
So it is fair to say you treat me like crap for the sole reason that you don't like me? Because that's what it sounds like.
I'm so sorry if I felt like I was treating you that way, sweetie. I promise that was never my intention. I'm just a straight talker, that's all. I'm like that with everyone. It's nothing personal. I never tried to hurt you on purpose, not once.
Really? It's funny. You say you're like this with everyone, but you're always super polite and reserved when your mother-in-law's around. Like butter wouldn't melt. It's almost like you're a different person, despite the fact you speak about her with nothing but malice and contempt behind her back. Old hag this, decrepit old that. It seems pretty obvious to me that you're not so straight talking with everyone, and you know full well who you can get away with treating like crap and who you can't.
Wait, did you tell Iris I said those things? Is that why she cut my money off all of a sudden?
Nope. You really think I could tell her something so horrible? Don't get me wrong, I think she has a right to know, but she'd be so crushed I could never bring myself to do it. Wait a sec. Are you apologizing to me because Iris cut your money off?
Oh dear, it's not like that, I swear. I'm apologizing because I feel truly awful about everything I've done, Francesca. I'll never utter a negative word about anyone from now on. Can we just, all get along?
You make me sick. You wanted nothing to do with your mother-in-law until now. You spoke about her with hatred and contempt and forced what should have been your duties to take care to her onto me. Now she cuts your money off and you're suddenly nice as pie. Whether you apologize to me or not makes no difference to how she feels about you.
Why not?
Because she knows what you really think about her.
Huh?
She might not know what you say about her behind her back, but she told me she's had a feeling you hate her for a long time now. Think about it. She's been giving you money every month for years now. In spite of that, you literally never visit her, and you keep contact to an absolute bare minimum. Don't you think that's a little messed up?
How could it be messed up? You're my oldest son's wife. Looking after my mother-in-law is your duty. I'm hardly a spring chicken anymore, dear, and looking after her isn't light work. It makes far more sense that someone young and sprightly like yourself do it.
You were sprightly enough to go on holidays and to concerts with the money she gave you.
Fine, you win, okay? I'm the bad guy. Please, will you stop attacking me now? I won't be able to get by without that money from my mother-in-law. My husband's not around anymore, and his inheritance is all but gone.
I heard he left you a lot of money. The fact it's almost gone can only mean you wasted it all on frivolous crap.
Francesca, please, I'm sorry for everything. I accept I'm in the wrong. There's no excuse for treating you the way I have. I'm sorry I was so mean to you. I'll never do it again, I swear. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'll even start looking after Iris again. Please, will you talk to her for me? She'll listen to you, dear. Will you make her see sense?
But she has seen sense, Gladys. That's why she cut off your money. As for me, I want nothing more to do with you. Sean and Becky told me they're happy for me, never to speak to you again, too. I'm done putting up with your crap and doing everything you tell me.
Don't be silly, dear. How is never speaking to me again going to work? Are you just going to blank me at every birthday and Christmas? What about weddings and funerals? Let's be mature adults about this.
I'm cutting off all ties with you. And not just me either. Sean and Becky said they want as little to do with you as possible from now on.
What? My own children? No, this can't be happening.
They both warned you countless times to stop bullying me. But you ignored them every time. It went in one ear and out the other. They're at their wits' end with you, Gladys. You left them with no choice but to cut you out of their lives. Sean saw you pour that keg of beer over me at the wedding with his own eyes. And he said he'll never forgive you as long as he lives.
Oh, this again! I apologized for that! Speak to him for me, please! I'm telling you, I'm sorry here.
We're way past apologies now. You bullied, victimized, and harassed me ever since me and Sean got married. Whenever I came to visit, you made sure everyone else got to eat delicious, warm, freshly cooked food, while I got a cold plate of leftovers. I remember you even put trash on my plate once. You insulted and belittled me to no end whenever we talked over text. You even treated your own mother-in-law with contempt.
I'm so sorry. You're right, I crossed the line. But I see the error of my ways. Please, darling, I'm begging you. Won't you have a word with everyone and convince them to give me another chance? You're the only one who can help me now. I'll acknowledge you as my son's wife and a part of this family. I'll never be mean to you or anyone else again.
Like I said, too little, too late. Whether you acknowledge me or not makes no difference. Even if you told Sean to divorce me, he wouldn't listen to you. I realized a long time ago, I don't need the approval of the likes of you.
No. How am I supposed to get by on my own? You have no idea how much I needed that money for my mother-in-law. My pension and what's left of my husband's inheritance aren't just going to cut it. I'm begging you, please give me one last chance. At the very least, please convince Iris to forgive me.
If you're well enough to do things like go on expensive holidays and bully me, you're well enough to work. I advise you put that energy of yours to more productive use from now on by getting a job. I no longer acknowledge you as my family, so I'd appreciate if you stop thinking me as your daughter-in-law. Gladys messaged me countless times with groveling apologies after that. But she was annoying me, so I blocked her. I hope I never see her again for as long as I live. Sean and Becky told me they got a bunch of groveling messages begging them for money when she realized her mother-in-law was cutting off the financial support she'd been sending every month. But needless to say, being completely sick of their mother's disgraceful behavior, they both refused to give her a cent. I heard Gladys, begrudgingly, found part-time work after realizing it was a choice between either that or homelessness. But Becky told me she messages her every day complaining how hard it is, and lamenting the soul-crushing despair and loneliness of her new life, and her hatred towards herself for creating it. Of course, there was a time when I wanted nothing more than to win Gladys' approval. She is my husband's mom, after all. But that changed the moment I heard her talking about her aged mother-in-law like garbage. I accepted that sometimes there are people it's better not to have their approval of, and my life has been a whole lot easier ever since. My efforts to win her over were in vain and caused me nothing but stress. Cutting her out of my life was the best decision I ever made, and I don't regret it one bit. I had no idea what her life would look like from here on out, but no matter how bad things get, me and my husband have no intention of helping her. She brought this all on herself, and I think it could actually do her good to learn the hard way that actions have consequences. There wasn't anything in particular that I meant I had to carry on seeing her, so breaking things off was a piece of cake. It's amazing what a breeze life can be when it doesn't have toxic people in it. I feel blessed to be surrounded by my amazing, supportive family who genuinely want the best for me. Here's a shout out to my husband Sean, my sister-in-law Becky, and let's not forget Iris. They're the kindest people I've ever met. It's a miracle that someone like Gladys managed to raise such wonderful kids. I want to dedicate my life from here on out being there for all of them, now and forever, through thick and thin. That's my idea of happiness. I want our lives together to be full of smiles and laughter, overflowing with kindness and consideration, because love is what makes the world go around. Whatever you do, guys, don't be a Gladys.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, Luke. I just wanted to say thanks again for all your help today.
Oh, hey, Jennifer. Yeah, it was my pleasure, really. And thank you for all the sweet gifts. I know that my mom is going to just love them.
That's a relief to hear. I'm glad you think she'll like them. I was just so nervous because I was meeting your parents for the first time today. But I was so happy that your mom was so kind and sweet. She was just like how you described her to me.
I told you that I thought I did a pretty good job telling you about the kind of person she is.
You're right about that for sure. And she seemed very excited for our big news about the engagement as well.
Well, of course she would be excited. Why wouldn't she be? Besides, now that she knows just what an amazing woman I'm going to be marrying, there is no way that she would have said anything negative to you. I mean, you're cute, smart, kind. You really are the whole package.
Are you sure about that? I know you think all those things about me, and I'm so grateful that you do. But are you sure that I didn't come off as some kind of spoiled girl or something like that to your mom?
I seriously can't see my mom thinking of you in that way. Besides, you're just so sweet, and I'm sure that my mom came around to you basically right away. I'm just glad that you don't think it's weird how much I can talk about my mom sometimes.
I don't think it's weird at all. I mean, your mom really is as amazing as you've told me. So I was more than happy to get to meet her today and know that somebody like her is going to be my mother-in-law.
Oh, that is a huge relief to hear you say that. And now that we've all met each other's parents, what do you think we should do next?
Well, I think that it's time to start getting ready for the wedding, right? I mean, I really want to do it next year if possible.
Of course we were going to do it next year. Were you still thinking of doing it in Hawaii?
Yes, it's always been my dream to get married there. I guess that means we'll have to start looking into hiring a bunch of staff for the day too, huh? And then we'll have to find a good cameraman there as well. Plus, I have to go and shop for my wedding dress too.
Haha, slow down there, Jen. I know there's a lot to do from now until next year, but we can get through it all together.
You're right, Luke, sorry. I guess I'm just excited this is finally happening. And yes, I am sure that we're going to be asking for help from each other quite a bit in the upcoming days.
Well, you just let me know if there's anything you want me to do. I want to try and make this wedding as perfect for you and me, but mostly you, as I can.
Oh, sweetie, how did I get so lucky to land a guy like you? Well, okay. If you really mean that, I guess I'll write up plans for my dream wedding and show them to you soon. Also, don't forget, we have that dinner between both our families coming up soon as well.
Oh, right. I guess I had better look for a good restaurant that we can hold that at.
Oh, you don't have to do that. I'll find a place for us to eat at. I mean, I just feel bad because I'm always asking you for money and help paying for things.
But you know that you don't need to worry about any of that, right?
I know, but it doesn't mean that it isn't on my mind from time to time. Can you please let me pick the restaurant where we're all going to eat?
Well, okay, if it's something you really want. Just remember about my mom's food allergies when you're picking out a place, okay?
Yeah, of course. I'll find a great place that works for everyone.
Oh, I really appreciate you doing all of this. But if it ever starts to become too much, just let me know, okay?
Don't worry, I will. But I've got some work to do now, so I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good, honey. Good luck with all that. You got this.
Hey, Luke, are you there? I was just curious if you had finished the work for the day.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, I'm done for the day. I actually just got back home pretty much. What's up? Is there something you want to talk about?
Well, the thing is, I've wanted to talk to you about your wedding.
My wedding? What about it?
Son, I'm really very sorry, but I just won't be able to participate in it.
Hold on a second. What are you saying? Why won't you be able to be there, Mom?
I just don't think that I'm going to be able to go all the way to Hawaii.
Oh, really? What's wrong with Hawaii? Would you rather we did the wedding in a different location or closer to home?
No, it isn't anything to do with Hawaii itself. It's more the long flight.
Hold on a second, Mom. Are you scared of flying? I thought that you had to go on plenty of planes when you were going on all those business trips.
I did, yes, but I didn't like. I always felt so uncomfortable, and the shaking always made me feel sick. I just don't think I'm cut out to fly all the way down there.
But you were so excited about the idea when I first told you about it. I don't understand what could have changed for you.
I was looking forward to it. Or rather, I was looking forward to the wedding. But I just don't think that my body can take going on flights that long anymore. I guess that I've just gotten more fragile and scared with age. I hope that you can understand.
I guess so. I just didn't know that it was this bad for you.
I'm afraid so. But please, I don't want you to change any of your plans just for my sake. Besides, I know that Jennifer really wanted to do it in Hawaii.
But Mom, I mean, you've been my only family ever since Dad passed away all those years ago. I wanted you to be standing right next to me the whole time. I mean, you raised me all by yourself. I can't have you not be at my wedding. But I'm obviously not going to force you on a plane if you think it's going to be too much.
I'm so sorry about all of this, Luke. But I really do think that I'm not going to be okay on a flight that long.
And this really only has to do with your fear of flying that you've suddenly acquired and nothing else? You are sure that there is nothing else going on that is making you not want to be there?
Of course not, son. Why would you even ask me something like that?
Well, you remember when we had that dinner with Jennifer's family? I guess I've just kind of noticed that you've changed ever since then.
You think so? But nothing bad even happened at the dinner. I thought it went quite well. I guess maybe I did feel a little out of place, though, if I'm being honest.
Really? You did? Oh, Mom. I'm sorry to hear that. What made you feel that way?
Well, both Jennifer and her parents just seemed like very beautiful and put together people, and it just reminded me of the toll the years have taken on me. And I don't have any money either. The only nice handbag I have was a gift from you. I really hope that you're not upset with me over this, though.
Mom, what are you talking about? You're beautiful too. And who cares about handbags or brands or any of that stuff? Jennifer's parents didn't say anything rude to you that I just didn't notice, did they? I'm sorry if I missed something, but I agree with you. I thought that things went well.
No. They were both very nice and didn't do anything to upset me, I promise. I think maybe I'm just becoming a doddering old woman.
Mom, this isn't like you. You're never this down on yourself.
Well, maybe when you got to my age, you might understand a bit better where I'm coming from.
Well, I would really appreciate it if you changed your mind about this, but I'm not going to force you to go if you don't want to ride the plane. I mean, I could talk to Jennifer about changing the location of the wedding too. It still isn't too late.
No, Luke, please don't do that. I think that you should stick with this plan. You've already put so much effort into it. Besides, you know how badly Jennifer wants this wedding to go according to plan. I just know that she wouldn't be happy about this.
But you're going to be her mother-in-law. I'm sure that she would be more than understanding about all of this.
Please, Luke, I am seriously asking you not to worry so much about me. Just focus on getting the rest of your wedding plans in order, okay?
Mom, are you sure everything is okay? I still just feel like you're acting weird.
I think I have to go now. I just wanted to let you know that I wasn't going to be able to go to your wedding is all. And just to know that nothing you say is going to change my mind about this.
Hey, Luke. Would you mind if I came over today?
Hey, Jen. Yeah, of course you can come over. Also, hun, I just wanted to ask one more time. You do really want to get married in Hawaii, right?
Of course I do. You know that it's always been a dream of mine ever since I was little. Why would you ask something like that? Don't tell me there's a problem with our wedding budget or something.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just, well, something kind of came up that is really bugging me.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you tell me about it? What's on your mind?
Well, you told me that you thought my mom was acting a little coldly towards you, right?
A little, if I'm being honest. After we had the dinner with our parents, I sent her a message thanking her for coming and talking to my folks, but she just read it and never responded.
Oh, but I thought I told you that my mom just forgot to press send on her response. And then thought it was too late when she realized her mistake. I think that was just a bit of a misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
Look, I'll cut to the chase. My mom told me that she wasn't going to go to our wedding.
She isn't? Is it because she doesn't like me? Did I do something wrong?
I don't know what she's thinking, but I think the reason she gave me was just an excuse. I don't understand why she's doing this, but I think something bigger is happening here.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me about this. Did your mom say anything as to why she didn't want to come? She didn't say anything about me, did she? Like that she hates me or something?
No, she didn't say anything like that at all. She just said that she was afraid of flying and the flight time was too long.
Oh, really? I didn't know that she had a fear of flying.
Well, I didn't know that she did either. This is the first time that I'm hearing about this. I mean, back when she was working more, she would travel all the time for business trips where she had to fly to get to her destination. So I just don't know what could have changed to make her scared to do so now.
Well, you said that you thought she was giving you an excuse, right? Maybe she wasn't being totally upfront with you.
You really think that she might have been hiding her real feelings from me?
I'm sorry, Luke. I can't pretend like it's not true anymore. I know that your mom doesn't like me at all.
Jennifer, why do you keep saying that? I'm sure that isn't right.
I really didn't want to talk about this, so I've kept quiet about it this whole time, but your mom told me behind your back that she didn't think I was good enough to be your wife.
You're kidding me. Did my mom really say something like that to you?
It's true, Luke. She told me that I was stealing away her precious son and said so many other awful things to me. I'm so sorry that I never said anything until now.
No, Jennifer. I'm so sorry that my mom said those things. I really had no idea that any of this was going on between you two. I just can't believe that she would say something like that, though. Did she say all this via text?
No, it was over a phone call, so I don't have any way to prove it. That's why I didn't bother saying anything at all. I just wanted to try and get your mom to like me is all. I just thought that we could be a happy family together. I thought that if I was patient and kept at it, that we were all gonna get along eventually.
Well, I just want you to know that you didn't do anything wrong, okay? And if what you're saying is really true, then I think I might have to just stop talking to my mom.
You mean that you're going to cut her off completely over something like this?
Jen, you're going to be my wife. if my mom is saying all of this awful stuff to you, but doesn't have the guts to tell me to my face, well then, it's not even a question. I'm going to cut her out of my life.
But Luke, your mom is the only family you have. Are you really sure about this? I don't know how I'd feel being the reason you stopped talking to your mom.
I understand what you're saying, Jen, but I want to marry you. And if I'm your husband and I'm not standing up for you, then what am I even doing here? Besides, you've already been so patient about all of this for my sake. It's time to return the favor.
Luke, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that we're getting married.
Me too, Jen. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to have a little chat with my mom.
You mean you're gonna go do that right now?
Well, I was actually going to excuse myself and think of what I could possibly say to her. But I probably am going to go to her house tomorrow and talk about this in person.
Do you want me to go with you, Luke? You don't have to do this alone, you know.
No, you don't have to come. I don't want to make things any worse or more awkward for you than they already are.
Well, okay then. But please let me know once you've talked things over with her. I want to hear how it goes and make sure that you're all right.
Of course. And thanks for opening up to me about this. I'm sure it wasn't easy for you.
It's okay, Luke. Just please don't be too harsh on your mom. I know that she was just acting the way she was because of how deeply she cares for you. You're a great person, and people would do anything to make sure you're a part of their lives.
Jen, thank you. No one has ever said that to me before.
I'm just telling you how I feel, and how I'm sure your mom feels with everything going on.
Thanks again, for everything. I just can't believe that this is happening so close to our wedding. I'm sorry for all the drama.
You don't have to apologize for anything at all. I'll be just fine, I promise. Hello there, Beatrice. I heard that Luke is going to be paying a little visit today. He's going to talk to you about all the horrible bullying that you've been doing to me. I'll send you all the details so you're caught up.
Why are you doing this to me? I didn't even do anything to you.
I thought I already explained this to you. I'm doing it because you're a drab old lady who's poor.
But I already told Luke that I wasn't going to be at the wedding. Isn't that enough for you?
Well, you did such a good job with the wedding that I have just one little favor to ask you.
Please, I'm just trying to keep my son happy. You have no idea how much you mean to him and how happy you make him.
I know exactly the effect I have on your son, thank you very much. Why do you think I'm getting him to marry me? But once Luke and I are married, I'm not going to want you hanging around any more than you need to. There's just no place for an old lady like you with my family. That's why Luke is going over to tell you to stay out of his life forever. Oh, don't worry though. After you and your son are no longer talking, I promise to make him the happiest man in the world.
You have got some nerve. How dare you talk to my mom like that?
Your mom? What are you talking about? Oh, don't tell me that you're already going senile. I'm talking about you, you crazy old bat.
It's me, Jen. It's Luke.
Wait, what? No, that can't be right. You're lying to me. Luke is still busy at work.
I took the afternoon off so that I could go over and talk to my mom.
You're kidding me. Are you serious?
I am deadly serious. Now, what was it you were saying to my mom just now?
Me? What do you mean? I didn't say anything at all.
So you didn't just call my mom a crazy old bat. Or a poor old woman.
Hold on just a second. There has to be some kind of mistake here. This has got to be a prank of some sort, right?
You almost fooled me, Jen. I'll admit. But now I finally understand why my mom was acting the way that she was.
No, Luke, you don't understand. Your mom told me to send her these kinds of messages. I'm not doing this because I want to.
Oh, give me a break. You're going to have to come up with a better lie than that.
What do you mean? Why don't you believe me?
Because I just witnessed the truth for myself.
Please, this is just one big misunderstanding. I swear, this is all a mistake.
The only mistake here is you trying to pin all of this on my mom.
But I had to tell you something. Otherwise, my whole plan would have fallen apart.
My mom was never the problem there. It was always you. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand why my mom was so unlike her usual self. But then, when I got here and we sat down to talk, she started to get messages from you. My mom wasn't the one bullying you. It was the other way around.
Please, you have to listen to me. I really was being bullied by your mom. I was just standing up for myself right now, I swear.
You still expect me to believe that it was my mom that was starting all the fights with you?
I never wanted anything but to be friends with your mom. You know that. I'm telling the truth.
I've already asked my mom about that, and she's told me all about the kinds of awful things you've said to her.
So you're really gonna listen to your mom over your fiancé? Just yesterday, you were talking about how much you wanted to protect me from her. Was that all just a lie then?
I wanted to protect you when I thought it was you that needed protection. But now I see that it's actually the other way around. So now I'm going to protect my mom like I should have been this whole time.
But you can't just decide that I'm the only bad guy here from a couple texts, right?
Well then, why don't you show me some of the evidence that you have that shows my mom was doing what you said she was?
I told you that there isn't any evidence because she would only bully me over the phone.
You might not have been recording those calls, but my mom was.
You have got to be kidding me. She was?
That's right. I still haven't listened to them, but my mom said that they are just full of you hurling abuse at her. Although, just what you've sent her in these texts is enough to make me see the truth.
Luke, come on. You know that I love you. I would never do anything to hurt you.
But you did, Jen. You went behind my back to hurt my mom, and then lied about it to me.
No, you don't understand. Please, can't we talk about this after the wedding?
Do you think that the wedding is still happening? Maybe it hasn't clicked for you yet, but you and I are over.
I'm so sorry about all of this. Please, you have to forgive me.
I am not the one that you should be saying sorry to right now, Jen.
Well, then tell your mom that I tell her I'm so sorry for everything. And that I promise to stop saying mean things to her too. Just please don't break up with me. I'm already posting all about how I'm going to be getting married and all my friends are super jealous of me.
Do you think I give a damn about any of that? You put my mom through so much and even made me believe that she was bullying you. I trusted you, and you abused that trust to turn me against my only family.
Oh, please don't leave me, Luke. We can talk this out. We can still get married. I still love you.
If you really loved me, then you wouldn't be saying all of these horrible things to my mom.
But well, she isn't rich or fashionable or cool or anything. She just doesn't fit in the life I see us having together. I mean, you graduated from a nice school at the top of your class and work in a huge industry right now. You're basically a rising star in the business world, and meanwhile, your mom is just a cleaning lady.
And what does that have to do with anything? How can your vision of our future not include my mom? I'm sure your parents are still in that vision, right? Besides, the only reason that I was able to go to school and focus on only my studies was all thanks to the support that I got from my mom. My mom's hard work put me through school, and I respect her greatly for that.
I really am sorry about this. I never wanted things to happen this way.
Jen, I think that we should at least take a little break. I have a lot of thinking to do, and I'll reach out to you when I'm ready. Don't call me until then, got it?
You have to forgive me for this. I am so sorry.
But now that I am probably never going to forgive you for this, you thought my mom was pathetic? The only pathetic person here is you, Jen. I see now that all you care about is appearances and money, and you don't care who you hurt in pursuit of your lifestyle. I really could never see myself marrying someone like you. After that, I asked my mom to show me the recordings of her calls with Jennifer, and I finally understood the extent of her cruelty. It was clear that Jennifer never had any intention of ever trying to be friends with my mom, And it was also obvious that her abuse worsened after the dinner between our two families. My mom also explained that she only said she wasn't going to our wedding because Jennifer threatened to make things much worse for her if she showed up. Although we know now that she was lying and was always looking for a way to push my mother out of the picture. Once I knew the full story, I knew there was no way we were ever going to be able to move past this. I called Jennifer's parents and explained to them how awful she had been to my mom, before telling them that I would never be marrying their daughter. Jennifer was distraught, but her parents were very understanding. After that, I blocked Jen on all social media accounts and deleted her number from my phone. I apologized to my mom over and over again for ever doubting her. But unsurprisingly, she was very understanding and sympathetic to what I was saying. I can't believe I ever doubted the kindness that I know lies in my mom's heart. I used the money we saved from canceling the wedding plans to go on a trip with my mom instead. Some people may make fun of me for being a bit of a mama's boy, but I won't let people try and break up my family ever again.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.